Ladies and gentlemen, we are live, and it's a Saturday evening. We're about to get ready for the Saturday night. It's going to be a fun one, folks, as we bring you WWE Backlash. All your reaction, all the action. It's going to be a fun one. Lots to talk about, lots to get into, so make sure you get in that chat. Don't be quiet, don't be shy. Make sure you click all the buttons, folks, as we are set to go. Me and that pretty face have you for the next few hours. It's Backlash. It's the Wrestling for Life Network. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream, and we are the channel that just watches more live wrestling out there. Now, folks, it is WWE Backlash tonight. It's going to be a fun one. I mean, not a lot on the card, but a lot of intrigue. As far as matches go, they got to deliver. We're going to get a lot of time to cook here. And again, everybody looking forward to John Cena, Randy Orton. So, yeah, lots to talk about. Make sure you blow up that chat. Like, share, subscribe. Remember, we want triple digits in the chat. So take that link, send it around to everybody you know. And just in case you need a reminder, I am Mr. Evernight KJ White, the Iron of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight KJ White. I'm Big Nick. And yes, tonight, a 20-year-long rivalry ends. 20 years history between John Cena and Randy Orton.
Oh, absolutely. And again, they're showing a package right now as we speak on the pre-show. You know, it's talking about John Cena and his rise and Randy Orton and the successes they've both had and when their paths have crossed. And again, one last time, folks, Randy Orton, John Cena running it back again.
Anyone kind of had that the last dance in their head, you know, all day with this, because yeah, I'm excited for it. I know some people, Anthony, don't like the nostalgia to it and everything, but even John Cena last night says your childhood dies tomorrow.
Right. Puts it to bed. So we will see. St. Louis looks like it's filling up nicely. And again, yeah, I mean, this is a storied rivalry. We talked about the John Cena farewell tour. And this is no different. This was a necessary thing, whether you love it or hate it, doesn't matter. This is something that had to happen on the way out for John Cena and Randy Orton. So I'm good with this. I'm excited for it. And I do think Backlash, even though a small card, I'm pretty intrigued by what they have put on it.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and it's only fitting that this is happening in St. Louis, but we've talked about this, I think, since Thursday, of how Backlash now kind of historically recently has become a much better show than its kind of B-level designation.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, again, I think there are the main four still. We're watching SummerSlam go to 2 nights. We'll see how that feels and looks. But yeah, we got Backlash and a few others in there that are those secondary pay-per-views. And I think that's where it's a good chance. I mean, you look, the IC titles on the line, as far as the women go, the U.S. titles on the line, the men's IC titles on the line, actually. So, I mean, the mid-card really kind of pulling the weight on this one.
Yeah, and that makes sense when you've got it, you know, really kind of headlined by John and Randy. And we talked about how they're clearly now at this point not going to do Jay and Logan on it. So you're going to have that room for the mid-card title matches. And I do think that the U.S. title is going to be probably the match that steals the show.
Yeah, it should. I mean, a fatal four-way, 4 big guys, 4 good guys. Again, it's insane, but Jacob Fatu is a man on a mission. This is a guy that can't be stopped. He's on a roll. He's on fire. So we'll see how this plays into his championship run. The only caveat would be the Bloodline 2.0, Solo and friends. Are they back from injury? Are they ready to get involved? Is Solo finally going to make the move, the turn against Jacob? We will find out. But I think it's going to be good. I really do. I'm actually kind of intrigued by some of the other things going on. So, I mean, we ran through our predictions and our preview. And, folks, we will get to roll call and say hello to everybody out there. McAfee, Gunther, I know. Are you still holding Gunther in 5?
Carefree, sugar-free, McAfee, Gunther in 5.
Gunther in 5. So
100%.
yeah, so I've been
I
fighting.
get that. I get that Pat's going to have a little bit to him. He's clearly an ex-pro athlete and everything like that. They're not going to have him, like I said initially, that I thought it was going to last all of 30 seconds. So he'll have his little bit of a flurry and everything.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, he's still a commentator. This is still your recent former world champion, Gunther. Maybe you get lucky, it goes 7, but I'm still holding at 5. That's where I don't think
Okay.
it's not going to be a 15-minute barn burner.
Maybe not a barn burner. I do think that they're going to be dragging this out. I do think it goes a little bit longer. Yes or no to Goldberg?
Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
Now, no, I don't want it. No, it's not happening.
All of the above.
Okay.
We might see another surprise, like a Cody shows up tonight, maybe a Jeff Cobb debuts. No, Goldberg. The only again, I've said it, and we all feel in agreement. The only person that wants that is Bill. Good old Willie wants that himself. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, again, this feels like this is something he petitioned for, that he was looking forward to. And yeah, for my money, it's a little surprised that they're even considering this. I don't know. Is this one of those fan things that, the internet created and no one else is talking about it but them?
Yes, 100%. Because where does it slot in? So he goes from wrestling Pat to wrestling Goldberg, but it's all going to be about Goldberg's retirement match and all of that. Just why? That seems very much like just Twitter made up a storyline and ran with it.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, again, I still think that I'm not crazy on the idea of Goldberg. I'm not crazy on, like, I don't think I'll be overly excited. I'm not looking really for it, especially because if it's like a one-off, you can't really dig into what anybody's saying. So it's a bit of a tough one. I'm actually looking forward to Pat Gunther. I know a lot of people were like, I don't know. I think this is going to be fun. I think this is going to be good. I think Pat's going to surprise people. I definitely have Pat going longer than 5. And I think it's going to be a little bit of rope-a-dope and a little bit of fun with this one. I think it's going to be a really good pro wrestling match.
It's not going to be a good match. It's going to be a good segment, a good section. I don't think it's going to be a super competitive match. I get Pat will have his flurries and everything, but the second Gunther grabs a hold of him, that should be it night and night.
Yeah, I think that Gunther's going to wear him out. Gunther's going to wear him down. Like, Gunther's going to take him into deep waters. Gunther is going to beat him, but I really think there's going to be a little more fight in Pat than people think there's going to be.
But so still, if it's 5 minutes of him just getting chopped and then, goes for a 2 count, Gunther picks him up. So he picks him up again. He chops him, pins him, picks him up again out of a 2 count. If that goes on for like 3 minutes, would you say that's a good match?
No, but I think the match itself is going to be more than that. I think it's going to be good outside of that. I think Pat's going to get his flurries. I think Gunther's going to wear him out, like as far as just being on him, taking the crowd out of it. And then we'll get Pat firing up a couple times. But I think he'll have his moments. I think we'll have a moment where he gets a couple deep 2 counts. And again, I think it's going to be a really good back and forth. I actually think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I don't think it'll be classified as a good match.
Fair enough. I guess that one's a wait and see, folks. But we are about 50. No, we got about 40-ish minutes, 48 minutes or 38 minutes, 48 minutes to the top of the hour. We got the pre-show on already as the boys are talking it out with Jackie Redmond, and we are getting set. Nick, we also have the Becky Lyra one, and I'm kind of torn. We kind of debated this one a lot on Thursday. It's kind of hard to figure out what the direction is here.
To me, it kind of comes down to if Bayley gets involved. If Bayley gets involved, then you go Becky, Bayley after this, and Lyra can hold on to the title and spin it a different way with that. And you get the rivalry, the personal rivalry between Bayley and Becky. But beyond that, I think Becky wins this. Just came back, establishing the heel character. You put the mid-card title on Becky, an established top talent. It draws a lot more attention to the mid-card title, I feel.
Yeah, I think it does. I wonder if it's Bayley Becky coming out of this non-title and they allow it to them kind of do their thing and let, you know, Lyra get a win, kind of a feather in her cap. She's beaten Becky before. So, again, very intriguing with this one. I still kind of want Becky to lean into the Paul group. I kind of want her involved in that, a different feel, different vibe for her from them. So, I'm kind of hopeful that they figure that out.
Well, and that very much could still happen, even if she doesn't win the title or not, because like you said, if you do have that personal animosity story that you can run between Bayley and Becky, because Becky's taking her shots of, oh, she's going to be paying $99.99 to text her best friend and all of that. Like Becky coming back now has been good on the mic, and surprisingly, Lyra has too as well. So
Yeah,
maybe you can get out of here. Lyra gets the win, like you said. She can spin off and still do stuff with the mid card title, and you can get to the big non-title personal beef between Bayley and Becky.
yeah, I would agree with that completely. So, again, I mean, this one's a little more intriguing. I expect this to be, again, a match that might overachieve from anticipation, just because between bells, they're going to be able to go.
Oh, absolutely. That'll be, again, Backlash always ends up having the matches that you don't expect them to be really good, but they're just really good wrestling matches. Like
Yeah.
Io versus Bianca instantly comes to mind.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think there's a lot of talent there. I think there's a lot of talent at the top of this division. I love Io as the champion. I think her and Belair, I mean, Rhea's still in the mix, and then she will give you something good. I mean, again, I think there's a lot of options floating around here. So we'll see where this goes. As I have Wade Barrett sitting down with Randy Orton right now. Are you still on Dom for this one?
Dirty Dom, dirty Dom. Again, I could see it to where you can make a case for either side. Same thing with the match we just talked about of Dom can lose here and spin off into the story versus Finn, and Penta can then go and do stuff with the IC belt with the mid-card division. You get Penta versus Braun, etc. Well, maybe now that he's with him, you don't do that, but he can hold up the mid-card division by himself, and you can spin off to Dom and Finn. So that would be a way I'd say that Penta wins.
Yeah, I mean, there is a way that Finn gets involved and allows this to be, Penta gets a little bit of spotlight and gets an IC title win. It have a good feeling to it. I know it's a little hot potato, but I'm all for it. So ultimately, I think there is a chance for Penta to pull this out. It will all depend on the story around it. The people around Dom, do they hurt him or help him? That always becomes the question.
But wouldn't you like Dom with a little bit of a run as just this quick and shit heel of shouldn't beat Penta theoretically? He doesn't look like the guy who beats Penta, but he wins on a small package. Or he beats, he challenges Braun, but he ends up winning because, Braun gets himself DQ'd because somebody else starts fighting, what have you, and that ends the match. Like Dom being that little runaway chicken shit heel, I think works perfect with the belt. He did it with the NXT North American title.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm okay with it, especially what we've seen with Dom and getting such a reaction, and then now being kind of, cheered like a baby face out of random ironies. So, yeah, I do think there's an opportunity, like Dom running with this for a while. Makes a lot of sense for me. I mean, I'm kind of leaning that way. I'm taking Penta to be contrary, and I think it'd be kind of fun to go, holy shit, Penta's got the belt. But at the end of the day, the rumor is a draft is coming. So that plays into what they do with the Lucha Bros, and we'll figure out what happens with Dom and the Judgment Day moving forward. So, yeah, I mean, I could see Dom pulling this off. I could see Penta stealing it.
Facts. But that sets up for a great match when any side could win.
Right? Oh, absolutely. We talked about the Fatal 4-Way real briefly, but how you feeling about it? I mean, I think everybody's kind of on Jacob right now.
But no love for all gas, no brakes, Drew McIntyre out there.
Right. I mean, Drew's the runner-up. I'm sorry, Drew.
Well, I think that's the feud going. If you're not going to do Solo and Jacob because the rest of the bloodline is hurt right now, and you've got to keep them together for the time being, Jacob versus Drew, I think, is the next story. Because we've already had a bit of him versus LA Knight. Damien, I think, is the one who takes the L. It would be kind of weird if he loses the match and then goes right back at the title. So, and Drew's a former world champion. You're instantly solidifying. Now Jacob Fatu's name rings around world champion status.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's definitely in that mix, and we've seen again he's been so meteoric and so unstoppable that him retaining here only strengthens his image moving forward. And again, it has a good chance maybe they'll set up something as far as one-on-one. And again, how does this tie into Solo? How does this tie into the bloodline history? How does this work out?
Right. That's always going to be the story that they have in their back pocket of maybe you do that towards SummerSlam and you have that be the match at SummerSlam when you've got the 2 nights. So maybe you can have something in between, or maybe Drew's the bigger story because he's the bigger name versus Solo. Solo's the more personal story. Drew's the bigger draw.
That is true. I mean, again, at what point though? I mean, it's interesting because there is a bit of holding pattern, because I think in other circumstances we might be talking about, well, Drew's going to go back at the world title, but I don't know if Drew goes after Cena.
No, well, maybe, but no, it'd be actually really interesting because it'd be a heel versus a heel. So that's the only way you do that, is you'd be turning Drew babyface.
Yeah, I mean, under those circumstances, which I wouldn't recommend, it wouldn't be my first choice.
No, not at all, because otherwise he's actually going to probably get the better of John on the mic and all that. So yeah, I wouldn't do that. So yeah, so Drew kind of has to stay into this mid-card scene, mid-title scene. So him versus Jacob, whether it's the story coming out of this match or that's the story at SummerSlam, I think are both good decisions.
Yeah, I would completely agree with that. Like, I think you have a lot of possibility and a lot of talk about Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, is he going to be in the house? Is he going to get involved? Is he back at it? And does he go directly back after John?
I don't want it. Well, I'll preface it this way. I don't want it tonight. If that happens Friday, that's fine. It might be a little too fast because I feel like Cody is going to be the one that ultimately brings John back to the light. That might be where that happens.
Okay.
So that's probably the last match he has. So bringing those two together right now would feel almost, unless you're going to really long play it and you're going to have matches in between, which would be a little awkward. But yeah, I don't know. You might have to hold off on that.
Yeah, again, I mean, is it fit in? Is it Cody Randy that moves forward? Somehow they're mad at each other, how things played out, and they turn on each other a little bit. Does Cody stay babyface? That's the other part of the question with going into everything that's about to happen.
Oh, absolutely. Well, does Cody go Drew? Is that a thing?
I could see that. Drew starts running his mouth about Cody failing and da-da-da-da-da.
That's not a bad, a non-title feud for a little bit between Cody and Drew is not a bad thing at all. Actually, that's probably your way out of this, because you need it. I say you save John versus Cody for the last match. Rematch it. This is where it started. This is where it ends.
Okay. Okay.
And then in between then, you could have, say, a Cody versus a Drew becomes a thing. Maybe LA goes heel, or if Cody doesn't go heel, because I know I pitched that before you weren't a fan. And especially if he's going to save John at the end, he can't be a heel. But if you get like a Cody Damien, a Cody heel LA, maybe Cody floats around the mid-card scene a little bit. The upper, because that mid-card scene feels like upper mid-card.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think they're right on the doorstep. I think there's a lot of movable parts. And I think if John Cena wasn't on the farewell tour, you might have a really good opportunity here to kind of have a very competitive top of your division.
Top of 2 divisions, really.
Yeah.
But no, I think probably for John after this, and sorry, I guess early spoilers on predictions of I'm taking John to win this, even though it's in St. Louis. Maybe what you've got at some point get to probably Punk versus Cena. So when do you do that? Is that SummerSlam?
Yeah, I think Punk Cena might be the SummerSlam is a huge one. I really want Punk to be the guy that tries to save the company from Cena. And a part of me wondered if that's something like Survivor Series.
That's actually interesting because, yeah, he does make it to Survivor Series because November versus December.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not, I know you talked about you almost recreate the Money in the Bank from, what was it, 2011 to where.
Yeah.
CM Punk, was the savior for the champion, and instead of John walking off with it, he's walking off with it. I don't mind that as a shout.
No, it's not too bad. I mean, overall, I think there's history there. And again, just the whole idea, I'm going to take this belt and I'm going to go home with it. I think Punk might be the perfect guy to go, no, you're not. That's my gimmick.
Yeah, literally.
I leave with belts.
Not you.
Not you. But ladies and gentlemen, we are rolling. We're cooking. I got Jackie Redmond on the screen right now. Backlash is about 37 minutes away. And we are rolling, but I think we'll quickly say hello to Zach. First one in the chat. Kevin, how you doing? Adrian, Javon, C Money. I will quickly remind you the prediction title is on the line. Make sure you get your guesses in. Who do you think is going to win? But it has to be between the prompts. When I say predictions open and predictions close, that's where you get your points in that window. So get them in, get them in, get them in.
Well, and it is also going to be a tight race here with it's only, 5 matches?
5 matches.
So it's really going to come down to those kind of tiebreakers of did you get it in before so-and-so type of deal.
Yeah, 100%. I completely agree. So OG Dale, the defending champion right now. Let's see if he can get in on that. Randy Orton impersonator last night was Sean Spears. I did catch that. Seen that going around.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Odds, how you doing? Christian, welcome back. Words Up, Wrestling for Life, the first PLE after WrestleMania, and a new road begins. And tonight we will see the return for his retirement match build-up, Goldberg. A lot of people saying it.
No, fucking Twitter is the only people saying it. Because, and this is coming from a guy who used to love Goldberg, like was a Goldberg fan almost at one point more than an Austin fan. I'll be honest. Right. But yeah, no, I don't want to see old Billy Boy anymore. No, not at this point. Think about it. He almost crippled the goddamn Undertaker, and that was 5-6 years ago.
More than that, I think. I mean, again, it was we're going back quite a bit, and it wasn't a good look. And again, I don't know what this benefits or will it. I don't know if in 2025 people are gonna jump in line to get a fucking a glance at Goldberg.
It benefits no one but Goldberg. That's the thing is there's no so cool. So he gets his retirement. Why the fuck are you doing 2 retirement stories at the same time with John Cena and Goldberg now? That's weird. No, there's nothing to gain. We're gonna wait all the way around. Then I guess Goldberg goes into the Hall of Fame after his retirement tour, which won't happen for however many months. But Gunther, your former world champ. Okay, so we beat him. Now what? This helps no one but Bill. Bill's become fucking Ryback.
100%. And nobody wants to see Ryback. I'd rather see Goldberg than Ryback. But nobody wants to see Ryback. Nobody wants to see Goldberg. I just don't know how much it moves the needle. I think you're better off with a few other possibilities. But we'll see how it plays out. We'll see what they bring to the table. Christopher, good to see you. What's up? Got that one. Craig, how you doing? Eric, welcome back. Christian Power, what's up, everyone? And continue on rallying in KJ's Maple Leafs to Stanley Cup playoffs. Looking forward to the Backlash. I expect John Cena to retain. A lot of people do.
Yeah, it doesn't make a ton of sense right now for him to lose it this far along. Like, does he lose it last night? Does he lose it before last night? Does he not lose it at all, actually?
That's one of the things. Does he actually achieve the goal and leave with the belt? I don't think so. I think you need somebody, Cody or CM Punk are my 2 front runners. Somebody has to hold that belt.
Well, and it begs the question of, does Cena leave as a babyface or Cena leave as a heel?
I think he leaves as a babyface. I think he absolutely leaves as a babyface.
Yeah, I agree with that. I've heard people make the case that it doesn't really matter at this point, and especially with how they've just trashed John too. As Randy's been a good promo, trashing John. And Hollywood's not going to care whether he's heel or babyface. The only people who are going to care are wrestling fans. But John's going to always want to come back and be cheered when he shows up for this and that. So I think he leaves the babyface.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, again, it's his farewell tour. He's doing this run, but at the end of the tour, he will get his flowers. He will take a bow. I would be shocked if it went any other way. He will get his moment, and there's a good chance 2026 Hall of Fame.
Maybe
Maybe.
Well, no, he's clearly going in the Hall of Fame. Of whether you do it 2026, you do it 2027.
Why would you wait the extra year? He's a first ballot slam dunk GOAT.
Well, we're waiting on Bray, aren't we, too?
Yeah, but Bray, I mean, no offense to Bray.
I'm just more looking at it as to who's going to headline the class and everything.
It would be John Cena, and I mean, as soon as possible, I'd imagine. And again, we're not going to delay John Cena because the fans have conjured up the Bray Wyatt story. I understand that Bray Wyatt's a really sentimental story, but this is John Cena going in. I love Bray. But don't get me wrong. But again, I mean, Bray could go in the same year as a John Cena, but John Cena headlines that one.
But, well, that's the thing is I do not want Bray to headline a year.
Not necessarily. And again, remember, Bray didn't have the longest run. We're going on emotion. We're going on sentimentality. Bray's run. I mean, again, I love Bray, but he can go in, and I don't know if they're seemingly not in a rush to put him in, because they could have put him in last year. They didn't put him in this year. So, but for me, John Cena's a first time up, you're a first ballot slam dunk in.
So go right from retirement right into the Hall of Fame, because he'd retire in December, so you'd have to wait 4 or 5 months till April for WrestleMania. He goes into the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely. I think that perfect flow to it, perfect cherry on the top of the retirement tour.
That's fair. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and try and deny that John Cena's an instant first ballot Hall of Famer and everything. Though to me, it's more of just making the case of, I did kind of want to see, and I know you can say it's sentimental, what have you, but I still think it's the impact, everything. And yes, they have dragged their fucking feet with it, but I would like to see Bray headline the class. And maybe if he's not going to headline, the only person that could out headline him would be John Cena. And that'd be almost a interesting tie-in of how kind of the last real stuff that Bray was doing was with John, and then Bray. Everyone uses the clip of Bray calling out John being a true heel, so ends it on a heel run. Be a nice little tie-in, but it's not a hill I'm worth dying on. It's not a hill I'm worth dying on.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, I think time will tell on that one, and it will all depend on his schedule if he's available, because that would be one of the biggest factors. But ultimately, I think that, we're almost set to go, and we'll see where this goes next. I mean, I don't know if we get Travis Scott, The Rock. Are they coming back into this story?
Fuck off. Just stay away. Just pretend they weren't ever there. They're no longer part of this story.
Let's go. McAfee says, smile, Mark, dancing around. Denisha, how you doing? Boston, welcome back. How are you? Ken, welcome. Let's go. The Yeet God. Let's go. Adrian, welcome back. Ken, just in case I didn't say it, but I think I did. Ken again. How you doing? Mike, how you doing? Good evening, KJ and Nick and everybody. Cena sucks. Well, we're about to find out. I mean, you're gonna
get a huge reaction for that match, especially with it being in St. Louis.
Right? Look at the reaction last night. It was epic. Absolutely epic.
100%.
Wrestling Proud, how you doing? Hashtag WFU. Use it, folks. We are taking over the IWC one day at a time. And again, WFU all the way, all day long. Trey, good to see ya. Christian, we got you. Zach, welcome back. Dun, dun, dun. Christopher, calling for Goldberg. Trey, I see you. Got you already. Backlash legend. Let's go. MDB in the house. The knee pad patrol on the loose. Dennis.
I see what he did. Because what he capitalized was backlash, then lash, and then legend. So lash legend. He was tying it in. I see.
Well played.
Yeah.
Adrian, clicking on that already. Jerome's it with us. Sappit, welcome back. Christopher, Dakota Rice, I see you. Dun dun dun. J-Boy, Big Dog, Boston again. Cherokee George. Afternoon all. Most interested in how Gunther McAfee will play out. Would like to see Orton winning. If not, watch him being a Bane in Cena later. Well, I mean, again, we're looking forward to both. I'm looking forward to both of these.
Oh, well, I'm interested, and I think I very much kind of staked my claim and found my hill to die on of Gunther's winning that match in 5 minutes or less. And again, I like Pat, and I think it'll be an interesting little flurry. Cena versus Randy, I can see to where it may not be. It's going to be the last match, but it's going to be interesting to see if Randy still kind of is a thorn in Cena's side going forward.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is one last time. They're billing it as one last time. There is not going to be much continuation from this moment on. This is it. Win, lose, draw. This is the one last time because they're not going to stick. Oh, wait, one more time on the poster in this little run here. This is it. Goodbye.
Fair. Well, because it could even be to where if Orton was just a thorn in Cena's side of kind of screws with him here or there, or pops out and hits an RKO on him. But again, like you said, then it feels like you're setting up another match. And this is kind of supposed to be your finality. This is your send off. This is 20 years in the making, end of an era. Right now, this is literally end of an era right now.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Especially, again, two biggest names, heel, babyface coming out of that generation, I do believe. So, yeah, I mean, again, this is the end of something.
Are they that generation's Rock Austin?
Yeah, for sure. Hello, everybody. How you doing, Bradley? How you doing? Let's go. Trey got you, Small Mark. Jake, the original tribal chief, is back at it. Welcome. Maybe we might see Jeff Cobb. Now, a lot of people have talked about Cobber is very close. What does it mean?
Yeah, well, he had a whole tweet of talking about his retirement and everything a little bit. So I thought that was interesting. Is it weird that I almost don't want any returns or debuts or like surprise show ups on the pay-per-view tonight? Save it for the weekly shows.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like if Jeff Cobb's going to show up, I'd almost rather have it happen there. And I feel like that audience might be a little bit more forgiving if they don't know who Jeff Cobb is to still react to it versus a pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I depends on where you're putting him, right? If he's showing up to kind of screw over Jacob Fatu for some reason, or again, I mean, either way, I mean, he's due. Generally, we get a couple little things on a pay-per-view. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. But yeah, I'm fine if he shows up on a regular show, depending on where he's fitting in.
Well, if they put him on the pay-per-view tonight, would he have to kind of be involved with the Samoans?
No,
Polynesians at this point. Can we just call them the Polynesians? I don't even know if they're not even all Samoan anymore.
Right.
But yeah, the Pacific Islanders. But that would be probably where you get your best reaction of they're just still trying to figure out who he is, and it's a big surprise, and it fits into that. But if you just have like Jeff Cobb comes out, smile and wave, we know who Jeff Cobb is. The internet knows who Jeff Cobb is. Some of the chat probably knows who Jeff Cobb is. I don't know if you casual WWE fan knows who Jeff Cobb is.
No, for sure. And again, I think there would be some level of introduction that it would only be kind of in that kind of blind moment of like, who's that? Oh shit, that guy's aligned with them. And
yeah,
you know, we'll come back later to tell you who and why. But Ronnie, how's it going? Jay Boy, welcome back. Kyle, good to see you. Ken, I mean, it's only one game. Lucky bounce. We got lots to go. I think Lyra will retain against thanks to Bailey. And again, a lot of these matches, like 5 matches, but every one of them were like, what if so-and-so runs in? What if, and we might not get any run-ins.
Yeah, that's the thing is I was literally just saying I don't want any surprises. We could still get 3-4 surprises, all of that. That's the best thing going, I think, when it comes to WWE's creative writing right now is there's so many things are open-ended.
Right? Yeah, I mean, that's the way it should be. And again, a lot of curiosity and caveats as far as we think we know what's going to happen, but we won't know what happens until it actually happens. So
and again, preface for everybody out there that can hear our voices. Don't be mad and don't judge the show because they didn't do what you wanted them to do. Judge what they present to you and how that plays out.
Right. As I'm getting a Penta package. But yes, folks, again, we'll see what they present and how it goes and what it looks like between the bells here tonight. Again, I'm relatively optimistic. AJ, how you doing? Let's go. Backlash from St. Louis. Bash 8's back with us. How close are we now?
We still got about 20 minutes.
I'm going with Drew on this one. New champ. I would have El Grande cost Penta tonight.
See, that's how I know it's not Bret Hart, because it was El Dandy, not El Grande.
Right? Anyone who was there who won their title at Mania will not be dropping it tonight. Too soon. Nah, I mean, again, I like that people are in that mindset, but I don't mind if we get shocked or surprised along the way. And I've been kind of petitioning for that.
Show of hands, everyone that thought that Jey Uso was going to drop the title to Seth Rollins this week on Monday Night Raw. Was it this week or last week on Monday Night Raw?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get the too soon talk, but they make it compelling right there,
right?
To where they can drop it at any moment.
Absolutely. What's up, Brad? How you doing? The Hitman, the Hate Man. I like it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Palesa Anna, how you doing? How you doing? Who's going to win between Randy Orton and John Cena? I mean, again, I think everyone's going Cena. Most everybody's going Cena. Finn tries to help out Dom, but Finn cost Dom the match on accident. I could definitely see that being the way it goes, Bash. That is a possibility.
Are we kind of, though, at this point that we know Finn and Dom are kind of, they don't like each other, like they've had this kind of tension back and forth, and we kind of know that if Finn's going to show up, I don't know if he just tries to help Dom or just instantly just hits him with an elbow and just says, "To hell with you."
Maybe. I mean, again, he could just be fed
up.
Does
he keep up the charade that he's in Judgment Day? Does Finn?
Well, I mean, he is. I mean, that's the tricky part about this back and forth. I mean, is he still connected the way he used to be? Is he still kind of the shot caller of the group? No, this might be evolving. And I think Byron kind of poking at Dom right now. Did Dom get extensions?
Mullet extensions. He got a weave mullet.
Right? You got a
mullet
extension.
Yeah.
Right.
I like, though, this kind of dirtbag Dom, like, and him just being the heel character with the fucking belt and everything. It's very Eddie. It's very Eddie, and may not have the same stature, but is Liv kind of China of, you know, I'm the one that's, you know, really shining here, but you're there, and I love you.
150%. But yeah, I mean, it's worked so well, and like I said, to the point where fans are getting behind Dom at a pay-per-view or at a WrestleMania is insane. But Bash, Bash, good to see you. Paul, good to see you. Chambers, good to see you. Ken, good to see you. Chris, welcome back. Let's go. Chambers in the house. James and Casey, always a pleasure. Dun, 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 dun. Lots of names, folks. Remember, be a friend, tell a friend. We want to see this one go through the roof tonight. JV's back with us. I saw Grande Britannico.
Grande Britannico?
Where'd he go?
Ronan. Just hear me out. Cena enters Money in the Bank. He wins to prevent anyone from cashing in on him as part of his plan to ruin wrestling. Not a bad shout. Interesting. Bold strategy.
Right? That'd be hilarious. Like, he holds both. Nobody's having it. I like it. That
is kind of the ultimate dick move.
Right? Absolutely. But I will be right back, sir.
Fair enough. As KJ is taking a... There we go. As KJ is taking a pause for the cause, I wasn't sure if you could see me or hear me either way, but I'm skipping the line. Lady B, not Dom with the Judgment Day weave. Joni C. Hey, KJ, Big Nick. What up? Bear, vitamins, check. Iced tea, check. Nachos, check. Right, I'm all set. Absolutely. All you're missing now is your Wrestling for Life merch out there. Yeah, it's out. Everybody's strapped in with their goddamn stacks and everything right now, because we got about 15 minutes before this show kicks off. And again, I get that I've even said that it feels like, if you look at the card at face value, these are some really great Raw and SmackDown matches outside of maybe the Fatal 4-Way and the World Title match. But Backlash always has this history as of late of somehow surprisingly over-delivering, out-kicking its coverage by a goddamn country mile. Of it. Granted, the last two were international, but it always seems like Backlash, even though it's relegated as a B-level pay-per-view, and it's so quick after WrestleMania that it goes by in a blur. And like Big Dog was saying earlier about, title changes right after WrestleMania might feel a little too fast to some people, but Backlash always manages to really have like good in-ring matches, like really good wrestling matches. It may be still the outcome you think it's going to be, but the match in between the ropes is still really good. But I got 17 minutes officially on the clock here before the show kicks off. J-Boy, what up, what up? Paul, Big Dog, Steven put Cobb tag team with Bronson Reed. Could happen or could be a match, but right now Bronson's on the sideline, so that's a little difficult to do. Rowan and KJ Big Nick have a favorite WWE Backlash theme song. Is there a memorable Backlash theme song? Or, I mean, the only one I could probably think of would be Bad Bunny with Chambea, Chambea, because they did it in Puerto Rico. Backlash to me is always really memorable because it was the set with the hooks, like a goddamn SpongeBob episode. But yeah, it was like early 2000s, late 90s when Backlash had the hooks set. But since then, it's gone to being WrestleMania Backlash, all of this. I don't think there's a memorable theme song. Should I just guess a Weekend song? Because I feel like I'd be probably right with WWE using them. But yeah, if anyone's got one out there, let me know in the chat. James, do we know what is kicking off the show? We do not at all, and not even a pre-show match or anything. But yeah, we have no idea. And again, it's not even with this, so you could really guess as to what it's going to be. Because with the way the card is, do you just constantly progress the whole night long, or do you start off with one title match and then sandwich stuff in between? I don't know. The celebrities are out today, and I know Sexy Red is out in the crowd. Malik, what up? I saw somebody mention earlier we need a Nelly shout out, especially because they're in St. Louis. So that'd be interesting. And again, you're going to have your breaks, you're going to have your moments, you're going to have your pauses here they're going to play into the celebrities that are out there because they're out there in St. Louis. They're going to have some video packages, all of that. We've got a lot of room for these matches to run. And it'll be interesting to see, especially with Pat and Gunther only going 5 minutes. They got even now more time on the card to see how long some of these matches go, how long let these guys and gals go. Steven, oh man, that sucks. What did Steven say? Steven, where are you? Sucks to hear one of my favorite bands, Three's Door Down lead singer Brad Arnold has stage 4 kidney cancer. Oh, shit. T's and P's. Hopefully he's Superman. Well, there's my kryptonite showing up.
Right, no shit. No, that was like 2:00 in the morning a couple nights ago. I think after we got off Raw, I saw him put out a video, and it's super sad news. So he said he feels like it's not his time yet, and hopefully he fights a good fight. But thoughts and prayers for sure.
Yeah, where's Stoner Jesus with the made a bump here? With you.
Let's go. But we're getting down to the nitty gritty. About 14 minutes to showtime, my guy.
Right. JV Backlash 2000, the hooks. I remember it because of the hardcore match. Yeah. So somebody asked me, do you have a favorite Backlash theme?
No, not off the you. I think said out loud. Like, is there a memorable theme that they've used? I can't think of one off the top of my head. Detonation, War. I'm looking at some of the
looking at a list.
I'm looking at a list here. Yeah, no, I mean every Backlash theme song. No.
Are you surprised though that we don't have something kind of memorable and it's based around the Cena Randy rivalry? Because I mean, this feels like just one
something
more
like
yeah.
I could see having something on.
They did the greatest match ever with him and Edge, and it was, this is the greatest show.
Right. Hi from England. We love our fans from across the pond. So how you doing, Heel Anthony? Welcome. Fatal 4-Way might start the show. Interesting. As Yeah, here we go. We got Jackie.
Do you
Redmond.
have a prediction on what starts it? Like, are you staying with Fatal 4-Way?
Fatal 4-Way, because you get the big entrance. I think you get like LA Knight, crowd gets on their feet. Jacob, the fans are going to go wild for Jacob. And I think you got Drew and Damian. People like Damian and Drew is going to get a lot of reaction.
This to me though feels like this is where I almost agree with you on your kind of philosophy at times. If you just let it build throughout, I don't know what you're going to view as the starting point, but you build to where you have like what you view your second biggest match, your second best match is your second to last match. You go straight through. You don't bookend it like I've talked about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and the way this card's set up, I think they're going to start it with some energy like a Fatal 4-Way and then kind of build from there. You'll see where we kind of put, I could see Lyra and Becky going second, Dom in the middle, and then the final two matches. So you'd be looking at Gunther Pat later in the show, and then the main event.
Does Gunther Pat start it off? I mean, they're only going 5 minutes, so they got plenty of time to do shit after that.
I think they could start off the show just because you'll get the big pop for Pat out the gate. So my same theory applies as far as how do we get the fans up and making noise. And hey, St. Louis, if anyone from St. Louis is out there, shout out to our boy CJ Brand. But show up and show out. I mean, we've had some really good Backlash crowds the last few years. The pressure is on the Lou to show up and make them proud.
Yeah, I kind of talked about that a little bit, and I know we've talked about it before, but especially when you're on your pause of no one needs me to drop any music ever, Jamar. No one ever, unless it's going to be like a cover album. Do you want just like 3 minutes of
75 hits,
hey, whoa,
right? 75 track triple CD set of Nick Sings the Hits.
5-box edition. Nick sings wrestling theme songs. But yeah, no, Backlash has had this history lately of really being good, even though it doesn't go in expecting to be as good as it ends up. Mm-hmm. So, granted, the past two have been international. So now, St. Louis, the onus is on you. Show up and show out because that's what the show's about.
Yeah, 100%.
As they're literally going through a whole history of wrestling in St. Louis.
Foley coming off the cage, Kane's debut. Apparently Taker like Louis.
Yeah. Louis. Oh, no.
Did I see? Oh, hey, there you go. Giving some love to Anthony. I appreciate that. Underrated theme song for SummerSlam 2002. Sean versus Hunter. I will fight till there's nothing left, till my legs are gone. You won't forget me. Again, they've had some bangers, man.
Well, there's always going to be, like, you could do a whole playlist of just pay-per-view theme songs, video package songs that they've done. Christ, even AEW's actually been really great at that lately of when they did, was it MJF and Hangman? Bullet with a name on it. Bullet with a name. Yeah, when they did the CM Punk WrestleMania video package to where they tie in, Kill Switch right into Look in My Eyes. Yeah.
Right. Yankees losing right now. Good.
Shut up.
What's up?
I'm gonna wish a curse on the goddamn Maple Leafs if you keep talking shit.
Don't do it. KJ and Nick. Chat, do you all think we see The Rock tonight? I don't.
Please no. Please God. No. I don't want any more Dwayne. I'm sick of Dwayne.
After all the backlash that, fittingly, all the backlash we got for The Rock at Mania and how that all played out and then the attempted, damage control that they tried to put out there didn't work very well. My vote is no Rock. Just keep The Rock away.
Yeah, we won't see him till he's out there trying to promote the Smashing Machine.
Right. Well, again, I mean, now that it's out of production, we'll see what happens. But 80% of the chat is excited. 20% is not excited. So they're still here, even though they're not excited for the show.
Wrestling may suck, but we never do. But we said it of that. Backlash, it is very fast after WrestleMania. It's all of 2 to 3 weeks. And then we go right into another pay-per-view. Big Dog mentioned it. You kind of feel like probably the titles aren't going to change because we're just so close off of WrestleMania. Yeah. So it does. There's a reason it's monikered as a B show pay-per-view. Yeah. But I feel like we've said again, and I'll beat it to death, I guess, of that it ends up very much over delivering.
Yeah, I mean, again, great potential to over deliver, especially when we're all kind of like, we'll see. So all depend on how these matches go, and I hope the matches are good. I hope they get time to cook, and I hope they do what they're supposed to do in there. So we're looking forward to that. Scott, buddy, how are you? I hope you were doing well, sir. Welcome back to the fun. But yeah, man, Joe Hendricks, there you go, Bama boy, welcome back. AR1's in the house.
Purple claps all in my brain.
Goldberg and Jeff Cobb is AR1's predictions. So we'll hold on to that and see how that turns out.
Is it funny though that WWE got Jeff Cobb and AW got Rhino, and it's like they could do the fucking mirror match?
Right.
I am you, you are me.
Are we each other? Karrion Kross for Money in the Bank. That's your pick, I think, as well.
100%. It's now you're getting people talking about it online of wanting him on every show. Like he's getting that natural groundswell, and again, he's got the character. We tease it with the righteous and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's the favorite.
All right. I mean, Wrestle Proud says, I don't want to see The Rock either, but I was thinking he could show up and that brings Cody out, but probably taking a break from work. I mean, that would be interesting because we never did get the Cody Rock kind of match. So is that something where Cody shows up and The Rock is the guy that keeps him occupied for SummerSlam?
I am willing to sacrifice never seeing the Cody Rock match to never see the Roman Rock match. So yeah, no, I don't want any more Dwayne. I have reached the point of saturation with Dwayne.
All right. Taker got beat in St. Louis, in Leesburg, Missouri. All right.
I think there was supposed to be a joke there or something, but I don't know.
Help control the pet population. Have your Goldberg spayed or neutered.
Facts.
I believe in you, Joe Hendry. There we go. We need some more Joe Hendry. Hold tight. I mean, again, a lot of people. It's funny now, Nick. The reports of like sources say that Joe Hendry is all but a lock for the WWE. Oh, okay. Great reporting.
Sources also say water is wet, ground hard, air up, shit like what the fuck else? Like, how obvious more could it be at this point? Are you expecting that we don't watch the show? Are you expecting that we don't pay attention? What are you reporting right now? You are telling me that the fucking sky is blue, up is down, like that. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, again, it's kind of funny. It's just silly. I roll my eyes at it at this point, but they are who they are. Like, you see all this attention that Joe Hendry's getting, and you know that's a pretty correlation. But the crowd just popped behind everybody. So I guess we got about 4 minutes. Well, I hear, it's Michael Cole. They popped.
Yeah, I got Michael Cole walking down. He was cutting a promo on the pre-show, and now he's out here getting a hero's welcome.
There you go. Goldberg probably wrestles in Saudi in the next couple of months. I could see that. Now, I will say, like, this is, I think it's 4 decently big shows in the next 30 days, as we do have, we have Backlash, we have Money in the Bank, we have Battleground, and we have Saturday Night Main Event all coming up. We will be here live for every minute of each of those. So we're looking forward to it, folks.
Hot damn. Would you be like willing if Goldberg just comes back and has a match versus whoever the fuck he fights El Grande Americano and that's his retirement match?
Yeah, he's
like, I still don't even exactly want Goldberg, but just stay the fuck away from Gunther.
Yeah, I think they're gonna try and if they are gonna bring Goldberg in for this retirement match, I think they're legitimately going to have some type of name. Like, it's got to be name value. It's got to be box office. It's got to be marquee.
But Goldberg's supposed to be the name, ain't he?
Yeah, but you put. I mean, it takes 2 to tango. You can't just throw him in there.
It takes 4 to tango with that flat-footed motherfucker,
right? Well, but here comes Wade Barrett.
Well, and that's actually an interesting thought I had earlier. Of I didn't know if Pat was going to do commentary up into his match and literally just walk from the table to the ring,
right?
Or if he's in the back warming up.
He's it looks like he's in the back getting all pepped up and ready to go. So Pat's not even included in any, like, the announced team was Wade and Cole as far as the announcement went.
There you go.
Goldberg versus The Wall, WrestleMania 42.
You see that? That's the wall, brother.
Get him. What's up, Daryl Keith Ford? How you doing? How you doing?
What up? What up? Yeah, I'm 2 minutes away here from the show kicking off. Never fear, Larry is here. He just made it. Goldberg versus Braun and a spear off. Goldberg versus Cobb. Oh,
Goldberg versus
Rashard Owens is about to sing, I'm assuming America the Beautiful. Oh, national anthem.
Tommy the dummy.
Huh?
Goldberg, a guy that they put in a work booth. A mannequin. Goldberg versus a mannequin. That's the wall, brother. Matt gets it. Let's go.
Yeah.
What's up, Larry?
As I say, I have the national anthem, so I don't know if I'm supposed to be quiet or not. Am I a bad American? I'm talking during the national anthem.
Right.
Larry, hopefully nobody accidentally bans you tonight. Yes.
Yes, behave. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, no, let's hopefully there's no repeats of slippery.
Keep it above the waist, because we don't want to put people in the goddamn penalty box here.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty rude, Nick. Fair enough. Well, pot meat kettle.
Well, there you go. But we are getting set up, folks. We are getting the anthem. We are literally a minute away from the start of this shindig here tonight. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a good one.
Right. And I legit have no idea as to what kicks off the show.
No, I mean, again, I think there's some good guesses. If I was a betting man, I mean, I'm going to go Fatal 4-Way. And a runner-up is Pat Gunther.
Fair.
If Goldberg or something like that is involved in the Pat angle or the Gunther angle, that won't be till later in the show, I think. But the live event is about to start, ladies and gentlemen. At the top of the hour, Nick and I are going to sync up, dial in, get ready to go. Make sure you be a friend, tell a friend, as we already have over 150 likes on the stream tonight. But let's go. Sky shot of St. Louis.
Yeah, I think they're just rolling straight through with it. So I think we're already in sync, my guy. Can I call Justin Timberlake, or I'll at least be JC Sajay? Or right. No, I'm Joey Fatone. I look like Joey.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, do we go from the national anthem to the only match that features no American in it? We started off with the women's match of Becky versus Lyra.
I don't know if that's I don't know if there's enough energy in that match to have it open the show.
Fair.
I wouldn't do it personally.
Well, we cut to Pat walking backstage looking like every frat bro on a jog.
Right.
Gunther looking like he's literally hungover walking off his bus.
Right.
Like, and we just, 3 shades to Sunday and still whoop your ass.
As here comes Lyra. Bear, good to see Orton winning tonight or some shenanigans. I don't think he's winning tonight, and I don't know how much shenanigans we're going to get.
I think we just have a straight-up good match.
Yeah, very possible as we get the bus door opening, RKO in the building.
Well, and I think that's even for John. He has to just have a really good match, especially after everything from WrestleMania 41. I think a lot of people get back behind, like, ignore everything that happened at Mania, and he has a really good match tonight.
Right. Pat's going to break out his black tank top. I like it.
Yeah, his best black tank top.
As right now, I'm getting the opening video package.
Right.
The last real champion.
And
there we go.
Three.
No, talking about. There you go. There's your song, Detonator.
Anyone else heard this song before tonight? Show of hands, Bueller.
Right? No, I'm with you.
But there's it's one thing that WWE does always really well and has become a really pivotal thing in wrestling is video packages.
Right.
Here we go, Backlash. Here we go. Here we go, Backlash. Here we go. Will Logan Paul get involved in any way? No, because he's dealing with Jay.
Yeah, they're saving Jay Logan for Saturday Night Main Event, I believe.
Does R-Truth show up, says Anthony?
Right. R-Truth costs Cena.
R-Truth helps Cena. He's
R-Truth,
not a
right?
bad guy. He's
Right.
just misunderstood. He's not a bad guy.
Right.
Matt Riddle and Jack Perry as NWO. J-Boy, I think you're on the good vitamin pack because I think you're just saying words formed as a sentence.
Right. Winners right history.
It's not wrong. He's not wrong. I've never heard a loser's history book, but yeah.
Right. As welcome, OG Dale, giving out some love to the chat. R-Truth might. I like that one. I still want a match. I still want R-Truth versus Cena. I want R-Truth to kind of have that epiphany of like, wait a minute. You're not my hero.
It's a Raw match. Even if it's like a Raw or a SmackDown match, all of that.
I'm not the one who tapped out, Cole.
Right.
Hamburger guy is Nick.
See again, J-Boy just saying words and forming them as a sentence.
All right, we got dead air.
Oh, we've got the
LA Knight
live and loud decibel meter.
As LA Knight opens the show off, folks. Let's go. We will put the poll up. We will put the shutout for the predictions up. So get in there.
Yeah, well, no, that wasn't even intended of just slipping into a yeah.
So let's go. Get those predictions in. The prediction title is on the line. Who are you taking in the Fatal 4-Way? Who do you got? Who do you got? And again, good luck to all. Remember, get in within the window because that's how you get your points. And it will most likely come down to a tiebreaker tonight.
Yeah, I mean.
What?
Exactly. I said, yada, I mean.
That's what I thought you said. Okay.
Right. What did you think I said? Well, no, you said what you thought I think I said. You thought I think I thought. But yes.
Right. Yeah. Let's go. How we feeling out there, folks? You feeling good? Excited for this one? I got the sun shining. We're ready to go. It's going to be another good one.
Is it though, just with this match, that it's one of those of like you expect that Jacob's going to win? Like it'll still be a good match, but you know the outcome.
But that's all. Like I mean, again, I think that's the way it is, and I think sometimes people forget that. Like back in the day, there was a lot of matches where 9 times out of 10, the big guy, like the big name, the superstar, the champ, is going to be victorious. So there's nothing wrong with. We know the Avengers are going to win at the end of the movie eventually.
But like, do we? But do we?
We do. They get there. We always get there, right? So, yeah, I think ultimately we know that, Jacob should be the favorite. He's the champion. He's on a hot run. Jacob losing should surprise us, and I think that's where we're at. Drewy McIntyre.
He looks like the Scottish Taker.
Taker.
How to Train Your Dragon type of vibes here with the fucking what's with the like sleeve shit.
What? Oh,
he looks like he's Master Scotsman. Like I said, very How to Train Your Dragon.
Right, he's ready for war, bro. Let's go. He is very dragon tonight.
And I had my brain just flushed full of jokes to make right there. Just overloaded and shut down.
Maybe Drew McIntyre's, the cousin of Godzilla because he spits fire and his dick's dragon.
You said what I thought you said, and I can't repeat what you said.
Richard,
yes.
What's up, Richard? Bradley, how you doing?
All gas, no breaks with it. Yeah, I mean,
gas, no breaks. Fatu wins, great. You know what I mean? Anthony,
I mean,
we got you.
Why, is that not in the Canadian dialect?
No, I'm like, did he say what I think he said? But you did say what I thought you said.
Yeah, I said better. It was better what I said than what you said.
I thought you named a person, to be honest, a political figure. And I was like, why are you bringing him up?
What the hell are you talking shit about him for?
Right. LA Knight from my hometown. I don't know. They say he's from LA, California. Well, I mean, again, LA Knight, the wrestler, is from LA, California. Shout out to Hagerstown, though.
Fair enough. It's kind of like how, what was it? Taker's from Parts Unknown, or he's from Death Valley. Who was from fucking Parts Unknown? Was it
what's that?
Was it Mankind was from Parts Unknown?
Mankind, I think, at times was Parts Unknown. I think there's been a few from Parts Unknown going back. Papa Shango, I think, was Parts Unknown.
I think even Sid Vicious might have been there from one point.
Actually, you might be right on that one. Well, here comes Damien. I'm actually happy. Big pop for Damien.
Yeah, big pop before he takes the flop, because he's taking a pinfall here tonight.
He feels like a candidate for sure. I was saying Drew Ernst.
But I don't even know if, like, has Damien fallen or have people passed him? Which happened here?
I mean, again, I think it's like anyone else. You kind of go in your ebbs and flows. And I think for Damien's been moved away from the title picture, which he, kind of got involved with. He had his time with Gunther, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I mean, he kind of regret. It's like Drew right now. Like, Drew's holding up in that mid-card position. But the good news is the mid-card feels important, and it's got a lot of talent in it.
Yeah, but if I was doing a rankings or a draft or anything, I'm taking Drew before I'm taking Damien.
Oh, for sure.
Comes to this. Yeah, but it's weird with that.
No, I don't. I mean, again, Drew's Drew. I mean, that's just the way it is.
Drew is Drew. Right? Big Dog Ultimate Warrior was from Parts.
Yes, especially
there we go.
The Dingo Warrior.
Hulk Hogan.
Right.
Cactus Jack was from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. There you go. Piper was built from Scotland. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, he was a Toronto boy.
Everyone's saying the missing link. The missing link was built from Parts Unknown.
Green bastard, Parts Unknown.
Well, my name is Bubbles and I'm bad as fuck. Sand, what up?
Hey, look who's back. Welcome back. It was an accident, we promise.
Yeah. It's called
Fatu.
Yeah.
All
That's some shit, especially you just hear in the dark, like, I know I'm about to get my ass kicked.
West Memphis, Arkansas. But here comes Jacob. Great entrance.
And no Solo, and wearing the championship around his neck.
Yeah, coming out ready to go. Again, the chat's very similar to what the chat looked like on Thursday. Actually, we'll see how this plays out. LA getting some love tonight from the chat.
Fair.
Fatu was awesome. Didn't Piper live in Scotland? He had Scottish heritage. I'm not sure if he lived there. I'm sure he did at some point. But again, a lot of Scots came over to Toronto, my family included. So, he was part of that big Scottish invasion.
It's like me being booked from Milan, Italy type of shit. Of like, you might have came somewhere distantly from there, but you ain't ever lived there. None of that.
Well, it's like Santino, right? Santino's a good old Toronto boy.
Cobra. Yeah.
Double cross ranch. Don't get double crossed by your ranch, folks.
Don't work yourself into a shoot, brother, double cross ranch.
Scott saying Fatu was awesome.
Goddamn, are you surprised that Hammerstone has been still halfway floating in the wind? And if you're WWE, you haven't pretty much brought in the greatest, like what MLW was built on as a feud that you want to run in WWE. Even a mid-card feud. He's there. Fucking use him.
Yeah, it's interesting because, I mean, I think he's like 34, 35 years old in that range. Great physical shape. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got the ding ding. So final call on all predictions. Crowd's loud.
And this is the best, like you mentioned it, this is the best way you start the show. This has the second most energy besides the main event. So they bookended it.
And they're off and running.
So Drew and Damian square off in LA and Jacob square off, fitting because the past two rivalries most recent to those.
Mm-hmm. Right now, LA Knight 11%, Jacob Fatu 75%, Priest 2, Drew 11.
So Drew and LA tied, and then Jacob clearly running away.
Yeah, Damian gets somebody. We got one vote for Damian.
It might have been his mama.
Right?
Neckbreaker.
Oh. Nice.
LA taking out Priest.
Drop kick to the outside. I like it.
Baseball slide, he kind of just, he grazed him.
He
grazed him.
Just enough. Oh.
Might have not been enough. Oh.
Not the best looking sunset.
Yeah. Well, that felt just like Jacob just threw himself at LA's knees.
You jump now. Okay.
This is the part where you fall down.
Yeah. But LA Knight on fire to kick this one off. But Damian cuts him off with the pass. Gets booed.
DDT. Battle Creek fishing.
Fishing.
Maybe that's what RVD does when he's not out there.
Where you go? Oh.
We've already established Jable is out here just saying words.
Reverse DDT. So LA kicking this one off with a lot of energy. Good pace to kick this one off tonight, but LA's the guy right now.
Chris and Alex Hammerstone went back to MLW. Not sure why, as only Alex Kane can actually be a challenge now. No, because they believe they brought in Riddle, they brought in Bishop Dyer, Dijak. Like MLW's actually got a solid roster. I thought though Hammerstone was even kind of wrapped up with them a bit. No, he showed up at Battle Riot, so you might be right with that, Chris. But yeah, MLW's a sneaky outside strong number 4. Did you see TNA's shopping for a TV deal?
Yeah, again, I think we talked about this last week. I think it's great. I mean, again, it's something that we've been hoping for. But Drew's on fire now,
right?
Spine buster on Damian. Yeah, no, I think it's what they need. It's so badly do they need it. They got one in Canada.
They need a TV deal in the US and maybe 1 or 2 top names that are going to be there. Oh. And they're clear number 2s as Drew's running roughshod through here. Kip up after neck breakers on neck breakers on neck breakers.
So Drew on fire now, folks.
If there was someone to win this match and it wasn't Jacob, it would be Drew.
Yeah. Big super kick from Jacob.
Jordan, what this is sort of a throwaway match? How?
I disagree.
It's for a fucking title. How is that a throwaway match?
Yeah, I would disagree with that. I mean, this is all right. This is a lot of fun. This is the top 4 guys in your division. You built it up with a good angle. Everybody's going to got a reason to dislike each other. I think it's fine.
Everyone outside of Jacob Fatu in this match has either held a world title or has challenged for a world title.
Right.
Like, these are 4 top guys, not just in your division, in your fucking company.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's big kick from Damian Fatu. They want tables.
Oh, we're going old school. Oh, he went 2 steps with an old school and a crossbody to Drew.
Right.
Unless Solo Sikoa cost Fatu, Jacob will retain. Absolutely. Damian dumps Drew out.
Good start. Good start. I like this match a lot. A lot of misdirection. A lot of, guys having to pivot, not just one-on-one for 5 minutes. A really good transition from, keeping everybody busy.
Yeah, that's the best part about it is when you have multi-person matches of everybody's kind of moo. I didn't mean to moo like a fucking cow there, but goddamn it, did Damien Priest just he got annihilated. That was like a cow across the street, and he got hit by a fucking semi named Jacob Fatu. But everything in this has always felt like constant moving parts. Right. There has been no, all right, so we just huck you off to the outside for a minute while we just do this.
Jacob staring down Drew.
On the lonely, lonesome highway, east of Omaha. Can Jacob and Drew about to go toe to toe?
Yeah,
and I told you so.
Both men just milking the crowd right now. Moo.
Shut up.
What's up, Z-Man? How you doing?
What up?
Let's go.
I'm milking this a little bit, though.
What's that?
You're going to make me do the cow joke again of they're milking this a little bit?
There you go. There you go. Moo.
Right, motherfucker. Like, I thought I could just get in and get out.
Throwing bombs.
I know I was petitioning for Hammerstone, but if Drew versus Jacobs, how you going to do it? Be my guest.
Woo. Well, again, I mean, Drew's used to being the big tough guy in the situation, and Jacob is not fucking around as a huge back body Samoan drop.
Is Jacob what Taz thought he was with height? Like just scary as fuck. Like he might not be the biggest dog in the fight, but he's still somehow the biggest dog in the fight.
Right.
Jacob right now got Drew in the corner. John C, what up? Moo earns. Who let the moves out? Thank you, Alexis.
This is awesome chants breaking out from the crowd.
See these two together, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, again, hell of a start to the show, and the fans are into it.
The scariest part of Taz is how does he say he's so tan?
Oh, McIntyre to the eyes. Rude. Do
you need to amplify that there's no DQ in a fatal four-way match for thumbs to the eyes? Like there's no weapon or anything. Like, just it's part of the fucking match. Move along.
Right.
Allie, and now what do you even want to call that hip thrust to McIntyre in the trio wall? Is now he's trying to hit a superplex or something on Jacob.
Yeah, LA popped up, but Jacob trying to find his footing here. Drew in the way, but I think Drew's about to fucking. There we go. Nice into the center.
Oh,
Jacob
no sold into a fucking splash.
Get him! Let's go! The man is a machine.
And again, everybody just loves it. He's supposed to be the one that is the Swanton Samoan bomb.
Gets thrown in. Oh, BFT. Damien.
South of heaven.
Oh.
Oh, here comes Claymore. Oh, yeah, Claymore.
Oh, Damien falls on LA.
No way. 1, 2. Drew breaks it up.
Woo.
That's an actual caveat to all of this. Jacob can lose the belt and not get pinned.
That's the thing, right? We can get out of it in a couple different ways here. Right? I know we think Damien might take the pin, but LA could take the pin.
I love this though from Jose Fatatui.
I love it, man. Literally just goes on a run, like almost fueled by the impact of the move.
Facts. There's your ludicrous TV 7 version of his move. B, get out the way. Huh?
Move, B, get out.
I got that, but
way,
where
B,
do we get to the
way.
rest of that?
As the crowd claps, Fatu stalking his victims at this point.
He does the goddamn boogeyman shake. Eats an elbow.
Yeah, I agree with Bear too on that one though, Nick. Like a really good match, a really fun match to start the show tonight.
Absolutely. This is what you said of you need something like this that's going to get the fucking ball rolling here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely good energy out the gate.
Kip up from Drew. You should never underestimate the Samoa werewolf. No one ever underestimates the Samoa werewolf.
You really shouldn't. If you are out there doing so, pay attention. Claymore, LA down, LA down. Drew's about to be champ.
If you like dap, I say we're perfect. 1, 2.
Oh, Damian continues to mess with Drew. At some point, Drew's got to put Damian down.
But then Damian does he tumble down the line a bit here? We've already said that he's former world champ and hasn't felt that strong since.
I mean, again, I like the booking of Damian throughout the last little while. Him and Drew, I mean, he was the one that cashed in on Drew. He's been a pain in Drew's ass for over a year.
Well, I mean, if you've got a pain in your ass for over a year, seek medical attention. But
get a little cushion.
Well, you've worked with a pain in your ass for 3 years, so I don't know what that says about you. But as Priest and Drew over the barricade, now it's just Jacob in LA in the ring and setting up for the prettiest Samoan moonsault. Nobody home.
LA Knight, LA Knight, LA Knight.
Right on Morgan and Morgan.
Yeah. I may be in the minority. I don't think you're in the minority, Bear. I think you're in a vast majority. Maybe not the loud minority. Don't get it twisted. A lot of people have been very happy over the last year and a half of what we've received.
Right. Double mic drop elbow. 1, 2.
Toe.
Yeah, you're not the vocal minority. You're, I guess, the voiceless majority, I guess is the best way to say it.
Yeah. No, I think, I mean, the buildings are full. The fans are going crazy. We're spending more time than ever talking about wrestling product. Yeah, I mean, again, there are people out there that just hate everything. There's some people that don't like, or one little thing makes them not like everything. We'll see.
Yeah, but there's also some people that literally, we're fighting out through the crowd on the equipment. But there's some people that just, their whole online engagement is just, how can I be negative? And then the second you question them on that, they all of a sudden just turtle and just don't say anything. Oh, superplex off the equipment. Gouge in the eyes is Priest on Drew. Now, nothing must be happening in the ring right now. Oh, South of Heaven off the equipment through the table.
So I'm guessing Drew and Damian aren't winning.
That just a little bit. That might be their feud going for a bit now. Just saying.
Through the tables. Both men down. Drew eats a South of Heaven off a platform. And we got assistance.
Right. Oh, yeah. So I would say that Priest and Drew were very much all but out of this. And so if that's the feud for those two going forward, and then you're going to set up, are you going to keep with Jacob and LA? Because that was what went into WrestleMania.
I don't know, because you still have Solo lurking.
Yeah, well,
everyone is gathered around these two men on the ground. There we go. There's the other two.
Yeah, I was like, so nothing's happening in the ring?
It wasn't at the time. Both men were down
for 27 minutes.
It's 4, 5,
7. I don't know.
That's all, folks. Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest. Yeah, highly unlikely we're going to see either one of them come out of this. But absolutely LA all over Jacob right now.
Right. Andrew, I hope Drew is okay. Bruiser saying great way to kick off. Tala Tonga debuts tonight. Do we get a Samoan savior? Oh, he's about to set up for a mic drop elbow from the mid rope to Solo saving Jacob.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
You've got to keep them together now because so much of the bloodline's injured. You can't fucking. What are they fighting over?
Well, they're just fighting each other because they're sick of each other.
Oh, Jeff Cobb! Jeff
Cobb in the house. Jeff Cobb. He's with
them. Straight at Solo. We said this is the only way that you. This is the way that you can introduce Jeff Cobb.
Yeah, there he goes. LA Knight getting taken apart.
Can we just call it the Polynesian Principality at this point because it's not the bloodline anymore? It's all is Pacific Islanders, you know.
Right. Jeff Cobb. So we're getting a pop right out of the gate, folks.
Are you surprised you got Jeff Cobb before? Sorry, are you surprised you got Jeff Cobb before Lance or Hikuleo?
Apparently, maybe a little, but not totally. But Hikuleo's been around for a hot minute. I don't know what we're doing. But
Samoan Rhino is here.
Look, Jacob not in on this.
Yeah,
Jacob
who the fuck is this guy?
Yo. Jacob staring down Solo going, look, I got this for you.
We're going to get Jeff Cobb versus Jacob Fatu in WWE.
Let's fucking go.
I don't know if you can see it through my shirt, but things are pointing. Right. The lights are on and nobody's home. Oh. Yeah, Michael Cole even points out Jacob Fatu looks as confused as the rest of us. Jacob instantly wins with the prettiest Samoan moonsault ever, and still he's staring down Solo and Jeff Cobb of like, who are you?
Yeah, no, I like it. I like it a lot. But still, your U.S. champion, Jacob Fatu. Damian and Drew take each other out pretty much. And Jay, we talked about this, Nick. They're expanding the Samoan Islands as of late. And Jeff Cobb now in line with Solo. Jacob not happy.
We've added Guam, Tongans, the Samoans, or like I said, it's the Polynesian Principalities right now at this point. And again, Jacob just looks as confused as the rest of us out here. Where was it from JV? It's Tubby Tonga out here. the Polynesian Rhino. Now it's going to be, we're staring each other in the entranceway.
Right.
He just walks off. Right.
Again, dissension amongst the bloodline, dissension amongst Jacob, Solo, Tama and Tongaloa are still out there somewhere. So that's not going to be the end of it.
Is that really a super interesting way that's how you bring in a Lance, a Hikuleo I know I thought it was funny you get Jeff Cobb before you get any of them, but now with the Tongans out, if you need to recoup and restock this bloodline, then you put them with Solo.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, again, an instant weapon. And again, we saw Solo was the enforcer for the bloodline. He moved into a different position. Jacob became the enforcer. Jacob's now moving out. Now Jeff Cobb's the enforcer. So they keep turning these enforcers into something to watch.
And unlike other companies, to where they turn enforcers into something you can't watch.
Right? Yeah, it's so funny. They got spoilers up already on Jeff Cobb, 42 years old, actually born almost a year to the date ahead of me. It's pretty
There
funny.
you go.
I was just trying to see where he was born. I want to know where
Well,
he's
I
at.
know he was the flag bearer for Guam for the Olympics, so I
There you
don't
go.
know
There's
if
the
he
answer.
yeah, I don't know if he has citizenship there or if he was born there and then moved over. But yeah, new bloodline, new wrestler. I think he's Filipino. No, he's from Guam. As the bloodline turns, it's so back.
No, hell of a start. Hell of a start. Again, we were expecting possibilities of a lot of these matches having potential interference, potential, things going down. And we're right out of the gate. A hell of a match, good energy, big high spot. And Jeff Cobb shocks the world as he has aligned himself with Solo Sikoa.
Yeah, and they made me eat all of my words from earlier of saying I didn't expect Jeff Cobb to show up at this show at all. I didn't expect any surprises, but I'm going to go see if there's anyone lurking. I'll be right back, sir.
Let's go. Bloodline storylines. Cobb will pass up Solo. Solo don't have the it factor. It could be the case, Frankie, but again, the kind of the thing with it all is guys are coming, like, you go in and come out of it strong. You feel good. But immediately following the main event, the media post show, Triple H, we got Bird Lady, pretty much everybody on the card tonight. We don't know who's going to be actually attending the media scrum, but that will be tonight. Jeff Cobb is the future champion. Again, he's a big guy, strong guy, a veteran. Again, 42 years old. He brings a lot to the table. And again, I think it's something that just helps bolster the Bloodline 2.0. They've been a little faltered. We lost the Tongas. This helps. Solo definitely has the it factor. Again, give him time, though, as far as trying to figure things out. But ladies and gentlemen, up next, who wins? Becky, Lyra. And I said this would be the second match on the card. But who wins? And I will put this in the chat. Get your predictions in. And again, become our predictions champion. It is up now. I'll throw a poll up as well. Let me know. Who do you like in this one? And how do you feel? How do you feel if we get Becky and Bailey coming out of this? There you go, folks. You are prompted, so make sure you get in that chat. Let us know who you're taking, and get in quick because it will come down to a tiebreaker most likely today. What do we got? Becky, Bird Lady, Becky, Valkyria, Zilla with Fatu and Solo and Cobb versus them. Interesting. Zilla's out there. Again, a lot of names, a lot of the Polynesian names, the Samoan names, that neck of the woods, that neck of the water. So, yeah, I mean, we're still talking about Lance and Hikuleo. When do they finally come onto the scene? Where does that work? Journey Fatu, Juicy Fatu, where there's so many. What a debut. A good start. I think they do a good job. You make him look like a badass, and you make it very clear that Jacob Fatu is not happy under the circumstances. I feel like the only thing keeping Solo relevant at this point is all the new Samoans he brings in. His stock feels so low at this point. I would say that he is definitely on a lower range right now. He's definitely cooled off in a lot of ways. But on Friday, got a lot of heat, a lot of boos. I think if you send Solo after Jacob, it might reinvigorate some of the heel vibe for him. Just because we like Jacob so much, we don't want Solo fucking with him. So we'll see. And again, I still think there's a lot of runway, a lot of potential in our buddy Solo. Boost on that one. What a debut for Jeff Cobb. Got that one. Adding Jeff Cobb to my 2K. There you go. Becky. Yeah, we're still waiting. I don't know what the delay has been. I know Uncle Dave tried to describe Hikuleo as a benching, but apparently they've been just training, developing them, getting them in better shape. They want him to be good and 100%, and they want him to be a factor, is from what I understood. So we'll see. Becky, Bird Lady, Becky, the man. Solo is Janetti. Ha, 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 ha. Again, I mean, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far, my guy. Becky says, Bash 8. I'm still the minority that believes Bailey is on her way out to AEW to hang out with Monet. Well, I mean, again, could it possibly happen? Yes. I think she's under contract for quite a while, though, JV. And ultimately, if Triple H is moving towards a younger roster and bringing in some new talent, you might not get the TV time that you used to get. Then, hey, why not pull up that truck, Tony Khan, and let's make it happen? She would strengthen that women's division in such a good way. Lyra for the win. Becky don't need the title. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that, but I think if Becky wins this title, it's going to cause wildfire. Birdie, Bird, Becky, but here comes Becky Lynch. I saw a Cody logo on the equipment during the match. Is that the Easter egg for tonight? The camera seems to be highlighting it. Interesting. I did not catch that, Rich. Interesting. But here comes Becky. Like I said, Solo needs to break from the bloodline and will flourish on his own, in my opinion. Yes and no. The fear is if he completely breaks and goes another direction and it doesn't hit, then you're in a bit of a pickle. I think because he is a bit younger. I mean, guys, look how long it took Roman. How many years of the big dog before we finally got the Roman that moved the needle? Before we finally got the guy that the crowd wasn't disappointed in all the time. So Solo, give him time. Give him time. Solo stock's so high. I mean, see, funny debate. Let's go. Let's go, Becky. Sell me your Solo stock right now. Let's go. I predict Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest are gonna start some chaos, upsetting Nick Aldis. Very possible. Again, it does not feel like Drew and Damian are done yet. It feels like they're gonna end up in a cage or something of note. Maybe their blow off ends up being Money in the Bank, or does Damian and Drew both get into Money in the Bank, cost each other again, and end up at something at SummerSlam? But here comes Bird Lady. Woo! You think they're going to be plucked tonight? Big dog, it could happen. Solo's okay, the best of both Uso brothers. He has Jay's intensity and Jimmy's humor. He is money. I agree with you. I agree with you that Jacob is money. There's something with Jacob. He's shown a different attitude. He's had some swag, but I think ultimately he is on a bit of the cooler side. The Bloodline storyline unto itself is quiet right now. Maybe just woke up a little. Maybe Solo is like Jim Neidhart. Maybe. Maddie, how you doing? What's up? I like Solo being the Samoan Nick Fury and constantly assembling the team of Earth's Mightiest Samoans. I'm down, Jose. How you doing, buddy? But yeah, no, I mean, again, when the heel's backed into a corner, he finds ways to evolve or finds ways, we got him. No, you don't got him yet. And the fact that this is creates more of an issue, you got to remember, Jacob's like, I'm the new shiny Samoan. And now there's Jeff Cobb. So I'm looking forward to this. And Jeff Cobb, for those who haven't seen him wrestle, the man can go. He is a beast in that ring. And him and Jacob, I think, they're going to be fun to watch. Lyra for the win. Last chance on these predictions, folks. We are about to get the bell. Hurricanes 1, Capitals 0. Fair enough. I like it. Bailey is sloppy in the ring and boring out of it. Sentimentality be damned. Deuces. I would agree that Bailey's sloppy in the ring. Bailey's really, really good in the ring. And in addition to that, maybe you feel like she's a little bit sloppy. She's often put in there with younger talent, especially nowadays. to help them, to teach them, to work with them, to help make them look good. So I wouldn't discredit that. Has she been a little bit on the boring side? Yeah, probably. Solo is mid on the mic. He's getting better, though. He's getting better. Don't hold on to the past. Stuff burn, suck attack. Damon, back in for the W. How you doing, Damon? Watch it. Oh, Denisha defending Bailey. I like it. She's boring. She is a bit on the boring side. She has been boring as of late. She hasn't had really anything that we cared about. The couple things that we did put her in, kind of a little fluffy. Damian and Drew will end up like Sheamus and Cesaro tag teams. Oh, okay. Interesting. Who's going to stop that tag team? Woo! Let's go. What's up, Michelle? Let's go, Lyra. I think we definitely like different. Yeah, again, perfectly cool. Anthony, how's it going? How's it going? There's too many heels in WWE right now. There needs to be an equal heel and face. It doesn't have to be perfectly equal, but you're right. And we talked about it a lot lately. Like, oh, is so-and-so going heel? Is this person going heel? And then you start realizing we're gutting all the baby faces. So now Jacob goes from heel to baby face. That's good news. So you're right, though. There has to be balance. It's about balance. But Becky and going into a scorpion. Oh, we're going to get the pendulum. Lyra setting up a pendulum. Stretching Becky out. Daddy, would you like some sausage? What is this? Hey, check out this. But Becky getting stretched. They're better whoop that fraud, Becky Hogan. We got a serious bird lady tonight. She ain't messing around. She wants to put on a show. Hey, boss, do you show the matches? Julius, we're not allowed to show the matches. We talk about the matches. We keep you up to date on the matches, but we're not allowed to talk about them. Lyra for the win. Let's go. Lyra just flew into my heart. There you go. I like that one. As now we're getting the surfboard. Bronson Reed, Jeff Cobb, tag team, Island Destroyers. Chris, thank you for the super chat, and I'd be all for it. Let's go. I mean, again, Bronson coming back from Olay. Bronson coming back from injury. Again, a lot of big, beefy guys that hit hard. Oh, Fisherman, Northern Lights. What's up, KJ? Are you happy Saturday? How are you? Wonderful, Clay. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're doing good. Yeah, hashtag sausage. Love it. Let's go. But we get the face like Cody and everybody turns on him. So maybe we don't need pure faces to counteract heels. Yeah, I mean, I wonder, and we talked about this with like Punk and Seth and such, right? Like, don't really push anyone in either direction. Just let the fans kind of decide how this works. And everybody just be genuinely you, and the fans will decide who they like and dislike. So maybe that's part of the evolution of the programming. Again, you always need a protagonist and an antagonist somehow, some way. There has to be some counter. But I definitely get the evolution of kind of the vibe. As Becky yanking Lyra down. Good match so far. It's going to be a long time till we see Bronson Reed back in the ring. It will be, though. Again, broke both of his ankles. For our entertainment, folks, I want the Samoan Slaughterhouse. Let's go. All of them. Just run in like, Nexus style. All the Samoans show up one night and just run amok. Even fans. Take them all out. Nobody's safe. Northern Lights, good strain. The OG classic, Larry. Little Jimmy helps Cena win. Let's go. Let's go. Becky going for the pin. 2 count. We're back in the end of an era. Anti-hero KJ. Yeah, but the anti-hero is still a hero, right? So, again, I like the anti-hero. But, again, it's the only way that John Cena works well right now is if he's up against a good babyface or two. But there are a lot of heels. A lot of people are going to the heel vibe. Maybe it's just at this time, like you said, the anti-hero, you need somebody to kind of come out of the ashes of everybody else who's pissed off. Speaking of pissed off,
Well, coming out of the ashes is what I was going to go with, but
All
we can
right.
go with pissed off. But yeah, I don't know if I'm too pissed off after what we've seen so far tonight here.
So far, so good. So far, so good.
Absolutely. Well, and we've got Becky and Lyra, and again, Lyra can go in the ring. It's just I don't know what it is. The character feels a little bland.
I think that working with Becky has actually brought out more character in her. So
Well, you
I
said
think
that
she's.
too much, and it still always never fully amounts to much.
What do you mean?
Well, when she was working, doing stuff in NXT, when she was doing stuff with Roxanne, we thought this was bringing stuff out of Lyra, and it did for the moment, and then it quickly turtled back in.
Yes and no. I think it was part of her development. I think working with Tatum really helped Lyra. It really kind of forced her right before they brought her up. That little kind of friendship she had with Tatum kind of made her seem a little more human, a little more not just like a wrestling robot. Sometimes she comes off like that. But the promo she cut on Becky on Monday, I thought she dusted.
Yeah, well, she's been good on the mic here, and that's really helped her out here with this whole situation.
Oh, big drop kick from Becky. But
And now go ahead.
Go.
Sorry.
I'll be right back, sir.
Fair enough. KJ is taking a pause for the cause, as I was about to bring up. Does anyone actually feel like this is still, quote unquote, the Becky Hogan? All of this. Hey, shout out. That's LJ Cleary. We know, I don't know if him and Lyra are in a relationship, all that, but we've done enough. We know enough Irish wrestling lads that we've even interviewed on the channel here. Shout out if you haven't seen those, go and check them, but shout out Benny, all of that. I know Simon will be happy because I referenced Benny and the Jets, but yeah, that's LJ Cleary. I don't know if him and Lyra are a thing or what, but this is very Irish wrestling centric. But yes, my initial point was yes, Becky Hogan, yes, Becky Hogan, yes, Becky Hogan. But to ask Anthony's question, I guess, what separates her from Charlotte, or are they one and the same? Do you feel the same way you feel about Becky as you do Charlotte, or is it different? What have you? Counters the Exploder's soup, rolls through running fisherman suplex there from Lyra on a Becky. But yeah, I don't buy into the whole Becky Hogan thing. I still think she's a top talent. She's still one of your top draws. We could still see her with the whole Seth Heyman thing. I think this is what's worked for her. This is her as the man. This is her, still being like she's playing into being that heel character of being the shit talker, of being your Conor McGregor, what have you. Thank you, Robert. LJ is Lyra's fiance. Well, good to know, and good to know that I actually was right on who I said it was. But Lyra with a sit-out powerbomb here for a 2 count. Fair enough. Yeah, no, that's interesting. And again, that's interesting because that's one of those that if you know, and if you don't, how much did it benefit? Did it pull away from the match? MDB Jose, I gotta check that out. I've never seen it. What did Jose? No, we're not gonna talk about Sasha's parties and all that. I don't know why that became a thing, but KJ, they said that guy was Lyra's fiance. Thank you, Chris. I'm not KJ, but I'll let him know. To counter your point, Hulk Hogan was a top talent in WCW too. Didn't mean he wasn't Terry Hogan. Well, fucking Hulk Hogan is a whole different ballgame. And even Becky said this he's a despicable human being. Why are you comparing me to this POS human being? As Lyra with a superplex on to Becky. I find all the advertising distracting. Yes and no. I think it's almost because we're so used to not seeing it. And I mean, we've got the bright yellow Morgan and Morgans and such. It is a bit much. But we also have, like, UFC does this. New Japan has done this for the longest time. So on one hand, I see your point. Like, trust me, I keep getting distracted by the goddamn giant ass prime hydration station in the corner there. So I get it, I see it, but I don't think it's the end all be all. I say, Damon probably better off that Lyra chases Becky for that IC title. It could go either way. Of it, 1, 2. Oh, Becky clearly grabbing the ropes. That should be a disqualification. But yeah, if Becky wins this match, I think it very much elevates the mid-card title. But Becky can still have a feud with Bayley outside of this that doesn't involve the title. Advertisers are good. The more you see, the more money they are pumping into wrestling promotions. Yes and no. We don't also need this to look like goddamn NASCAR type of thing. Like, I've literally got Morgan and Morgan in the center of the ring. I got Cricket Wireless. I got advertisements on the goddamn turnbuckles. I got advertisements on the stadium teleprompter, the one that's showing everything in the ring, the scoreboard there. There is a line, I think, of you can't go to where this is like goddamn NASCAR of everybody comes out with advertisements on their goddamn gear and all that. I know UFC did it, and it's not the end all be all, but at times it is a bit much. As Lyra going up top. Oh, nothing but net. She's out here hitting Carmelo's moves as she's dragging Becky to. What the fuck was that? She dragged Becky to the corner like she was going to hit a move. And no, I'll just pin you down here for a 2 count. Now she's going up. Moonsault. Did Becky get the knees up? I think Becky got the knees up. That's what I'm saying, Big Nick. We don't need WWE NASCAR. That's a bit where I draw the line of. I'm fine with some advertisements. We get it of. Especially as long as we don't have like the when they would do the movie tie-in matches. Like, Christ, what was it? What zombie movie thing was it that the Miz was damn involved in and all of that? But yeah, that was Miz and Morrison. They involved him in that stupid ass match. Even respectfully, I know we talked about Bray earlier, but the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match that just didn't need all of that incorporation. As we're getting hands back and forth, elbows back and forth, we definitely need WWE NASCAR. They can have a car in NASCAR, but they don't need to be on my TV screen all the time. John C., thank you. 28 days. Yeah, no, you can do Sparky Plug and you can have, remember when WCW actually had NASCAR cars as we get an arm bar. Oh, now Lyra with her own armbar on Becky here. We're trading the arm bars. We're going plucking. We're plucking off wings here. Becky rolls through, shoulders down. 1, 2. Disarm her. Becky with the disarmer as Lyra rolls through. This is a good little transition of both women trading finishes back and forth here. Of anything you can do, I can do better. I just don't have Stone Cold drive the car. Yeah. You got to have good liability insurance if Stone Cold's driving. 2, manhandle slam for a 2 count. As Lyra, what was that cell? She just popped up. I am more alive as I've ever been alive, and then instantly collapses. That was adrenaline shock. Good show so far. Absolutely. So far, everything we're only 2 matches deep, but everything has been just entertaining and captivating. As we're getting our second, this is awesome chant as Becky's beside herself of, I don't know what to fucking do anymore to put this woman away. P.S. Pitchfork. Yes. Pluckety, pluck. Yeah. This is awesome. They're doing some good chain wrestling. Absolutely. Again, Backlash has always kind of now become this show that is going to have good matches. You probably know who's going to win. We still knew Jacob was going to win, but the matches in like the actual in-ring actions fucking beyond solid. As Becky's got a chair here now. As Ref Jess trying to save her from getting herself disqualified. Oh, Becky's undoing the turnbuckle. She's still got to cheat. She's still the heel. Now, respectfully, I mean, I know you're looking at the ring and maybe you're not always looking at the ring post, but wouldn't you kind of notice a giant black pad missing? But, oh, spinning back heel kick from Lyra. Going up top. Second rope moonsault. Everyone's hitting a moonsault as a goddamn finish now. 2 count. Now everybody wants to hop on the Lyra train. I was here first. Fair enough. I still ain't on that train. I'll be out here just with the Becky haters, or the Becky supporters, the last of us, I guess. Go ahead, Becky, and hit her. Becky Lynch been out here wearing a glad bag. It's very dark. It's very dark. NASCAR's is fun to watch. Spoken like a true American, especially with adding a plural that didn't need to be there. As Lyra's got Becky up. Got that one. We may know who will win, but we don't know how the match will actually go. Absolutely. 1, 2 count. Dos, amigos. Dos. NASCAR is okay, but dirt racing a lot better. You stay on them paved roads. Maddie, what up? Again, Becky's just still beside herself of like, I keep hitting you with everything, but you just won't die. She just literally smashed her head against the canvas right now. NASCAR is amazing to watch. We're not getting into a whole NASCAR debate right now, but I do live by a NASCAR track in New Hampshire. I've been Loudon, New Hampshire. I've been that track a couple times, but yeah. We're watching wrestling. What the? Oh, as Ref Jess realizes that the ring post or the turnbuckle pad's missing. 1, 2. Becky kicks out after the fucking Falcon Arrow, the spin around, drop you on your head. That's the first time I think I've ever seen the ref actually get distracted and like bring back the ring pad, the turnbuckle pad. That's really, I don't recall that ever happening before. Braden NASCAR is fun to watch. I watch it most every weekend. Fair enough. Goddamn. NASCAR road courses are the best. Just everybody crash. I'm a sucker for a Talladega, Daytona, but yeah, beyond that, maybe a Pocono. I've been to a few races, but yeah. Is that how we feel though with this match? If we're talking out here NASCAR instead of Lyra and Becky, as Becky just katayed her in the goddamn face. Oh, Lyra rolls through. 1, 2. Lyra got her. Holy shit. And instantly, and Lyra was still on her face the whole time, and Becky just instantly jumps on her, just boots her in the goddamn face, and is just wailing away. Holy sugar honey iced tea. Lyra snuck that one. Hot damn, that's interesting as hell. As Lyra literally, as now Becky's just, I'm going to destroy you. This is where Bayley comes out. I'm telling you now, this is where Bayley ends up coming out because she's got the disarmer locked in and she won't break it up. But Lyra snuck that one. Again, holy, the wrestler there. Lyra's not even fighting out of it. She's just literally sitting there like she's just in nothing but pain. Like, fight out of it. Fight back. Adam Pearce, all of these goddamn gigantic men, and none of them could pull them off of Lyra. But so no Bayley, but Pearce, Jason Jordan, everybody has to pull Becky off of Lyra. And again, Lyra just looked like she was in straight goddamn shock at that point. She wasn't even trying to fight out of it. Just, I'm in nothing but pain. I am in literal hell right now. As Becky's kind of sauntering off, and this is when you know she's going to make the little pivot, the little quick, duck, dip, dive, and dodge past Jason Jordan, go back in there and grab her. She tried it. She tried it. Sold more for the seat, says a fan wearing a ref shirt. Oh boy. But so how are we feeling? I assume this is the end of this match, unless we're gonna get, Becky hits the swivel pivot one more time. But
Yeah,
so Lyra sneaks it. What?
I thought it was great, and I have no problem with the roll-up finish. I know some fans kind of get like, oh, I can't believe she beat her with a roll-up. Lyra, the upstart champion, barely pulls off a win on Becky. That's how you do it. Like you said, I mean, she was holding her face like she broke her nose. She can't lift her arm. I think that was a great match. Yeah, like that was epic, like an outstanding match.
Absolutely. I would say that was a better match than the Fatal 4-Way already. You had, go ahead.
I was just going to say, and that's what I think people overlook sometimes with Becky is out of the 4 horsewomen, I think Becky's still having the best matches out of the 4.
Oh yeah, 100%. And that's why it gets funny with the Becky Hogan thing, because it's like, no, she's the actually one that's still the best wrestler out of the 4 of them.
She's doing well. Yeah.
But that was even in the middle of that match. And now you didn't think it was going to be the middle of the match. You had really good chain wrestling of literally they sit there and they hit this, they hit that, they go right into this, into that. And again, it's not what I predicted. And I was surprised no Bailey. Like the ending was a bit interesting, but it makes perfect sense that Lyra, if she's going to get the win, she literally they're trading roll-ups back and forth, and she turns around and hits it.
You might have touched. Yeah. Sorry, Nick, and I think you touched on it in the pre-show of the idea of like you save some stuff for the weekly shows, and we just had Jeff Cobb. If you do Bailey runs out in this one, and we get a run out in the next one, all the run out. Right? Be smart about it, and I kind of understand. But I thought that match absolutely cooked, folks. Let us know how you're feeling out there. We're rolling through. We're already 2 hours deep into this one with 3 matches to go, Nick.
I was going to say, is it crazy that we're already an hour deep into the main show and we've had 2 matches?
Yeah. I mean, again, both matches got time to cook though. So that's what I'm happy with. That's where I don't care. Like people talk about all the filler time and they're doing this and they're showing yeah, okay, but they got a lot of things to sell us. We get it. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. It's just the way, that's business. That's commercialized business. What can we do? But between bells, I've been very happy with Backlash. We're 2 for 2 as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, absolutely. And I'd still take 4 hours with 5 matches versus, 17 hours and 13 matches.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it's quality over quantity. And I mean, I would like more than 5. I think I want to go on a little more twists and turns. But the trade-off, I think, from Trips is we want to send, especially on like the quote-unquote B shows, he has clearly a certain time limit he wants the show to be. And he wants to let the matches have time. So you can add another 5 matches, but what matches are going 4 or 5 minutes other than Gunther and Pat, right?
Yes, absolutely. That ain't going 5 minutes. Now you got extra time.
Right.
Longest match of tonight. What do you think?
Longest?
Yes.
You're testing the vitamins, sir. But
if it was my opinion, it probably would be Randy versus John to be the main event. That's 20 years build up.
Yeah, that's going to get the longest amount of time. Long entrances. They're going to milk the crowd like this. That one's going to be bell to bell, milked.
That's an hour potentially to itself.
All in all, yeah.
From video package to intro to as we're getting replays of these 2 wrestling and OVW.
Old school OVW. Jim Cornette OVW. Not changing the titles to the more established woman who can cut infinitely better promo is getting silly at this point for Charlotte. Nah, I disagree because, I mean, I understand you want to build for the future as well, be hockey. So Tiffy getting the dub, that's I mean, and infinitely better from Charlotte, not necessarily. And I like what they did with Becky here. It doesn't feel like it's done. It doesn't feel over.
I can already predict your comment, B Hockey, if they went the reverse, the way you're talking about. If they actually went to Charlotte and Becky, oh, of course, they go right back to the old try and true, the overused, of course, the old standard there of Charlotte and Becky, won't let any new talent grow. That's the fucking thing with this. Which do you want them to do? They can't do both. And at this point, if you're going to call Becky Hogan, you should be happy that she's not winning the title, that she put somebody over. So
Yeah.
what is it?
Yeah, and again, I mean, I think that's part of the funny part. The funny part of your argument or your comment there is, yeah, I mean, Becky Hogan just put someone over. She let the young upstart get a dub. So there you go. A little counter to your argument. And she originally put Lyra over. So we got to give her
Right.
some credit.
Well, PSA and Charlotte does not elevate other talent. Becky does. So even, I guess, more props to Becky. Charlotte was meant to put over Tiffany. Yeah.
I think we're getting Penta and Dom Dom next.
Would make sense. Well, we've only got that, McAfee and Gunther, and then the world title left. That's it.
Yeah, and I feel like if there is going to be some type of big surprise at the end or near the end of the Gunther match, that will go second last.
Fair. I don't want no goddamn surprise with that. The biggest surprise is that it goes more than 5 minutes to me. But yeah.
But wait,
it is going to get interesting of which one goes here, but you're ending it on the world title.
Yeah, 100%. It doesn't matter. It's John Cena, Randy Orton for the last time. It's going on last. So yeah. Based on this little package we're getting right now, hyping up the IC title match, folks. Get your predictions in. It was a good match. Something happened to Lyra's eye. No, I think it was her nose, John. They were talking to him. I think she might have eaten a foot potato.
Yeah, that's what it really looked like. If she was literally grabbing her face, like even if you didn't break your nose, but if you've ever gotten hit on the schnoz of that, she very much was grabbing there. Of like had the watery eyes. Yeah. I don't know where I'm supposed to be at type of vibe.
Right? Yeah. Either she got clipped or she's selling her ass off. Either way, it works.
Well, how did you feel that when she's in the disarmer, there was no fight back, try to claw out, and then just dies? She was just straight dead.
I think because it was after the fact and she wasn't trying to like battle to save the title. Yeah, I think she was. I think she did a really good job holding her face. And like you said, it's that one. Like if you've ever been kind of held in that position, it's where you almost don't want to move because every movement sucks. So that's what I got the vibe.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I fully agree with you. I hadn't fully even thought about that. And again, because it wasn't for the title, so please just get it the fuck over with. Just if I stay dead, it's like when a bear attacks you. If I just play dead, maybe it'll go away.
Right. Yeah, it's like, I mean, if you've ever been stuck in a submission like a Kimura or something like that, like you almost don't want to. He's got the arm bar, and if I yank, I'm gonna pop this elbow. So we're gonna just
any move I make could just fuck this up way worse for me.
Right. Dom for the win, Penta for the win. I'm gonna go Penta just to be kind of contrary. Dom though feels like he's got a lot of momentum behind him right now.
But it's so interesting. Of this is kind of the first we're seeing of Dom post WrestleMania. Of Dom's been all up on the interviews. Everybody likes Christ, McDonald's has even got now the dippy McCrispy fucking tenders and everything for Dom. But be interested. Do we get dirty Dom, dirty Dom, or do we still get him booed out of the arena?
No, I think they love him. I mean, again, I think there's been a switch. And everyone's kind of got behind it. It's funny as shit. Penta coming out in blue.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is he wearing blue just because of the St. Louis Blues?
Maybe. They wanted Lyra to have Becky break her nose moment, but failed. I don't know if that's true, Taylor, but maybe. I don't think so though.
You know what we're gonna do right on TV in the middle of the pay-per-view is she's gonna intentionally break your fucking nose.
Yeah,
like, no.
Right? She's gonna hoof you right in the nose.
Right. She's gonna shoot punch you. She's gonna potato you right in the fucking face. No.
Maddie Marijuana with a $5 super chat. What's worse than two girls running with scissors, two girls scissoring with runs? Oh, I should have read that first. What did the drummer name his twin daughters, Anna 1 and Anna 2? Ching.
The second one was cute. The other one, fuck.
Yeah, sometimes I got to read these before I put them on the screen. Indy Hartwell asked to get her name back, and WWE agreed to give it to her. Yeah, Indy got her name. So she got there with the name, and she got to keep her name, and she's doing good things. She's out there working the indies, doing stuff. TNA.
House of Glory Women's Champion. Yes.
Wasted no time.
Right? Well,
and people said it was
Go ahead.
People said it was a bad thing. She's doing all right.
Oh, no, not at all. But you were on your pause. Did you see LJ Cleary, I guess, peripheral friend of the channel, because all the Irish lads we've interviewed and all of that,
right?
That they feature him of I had no idea there was the Lyra connection, all of that. It got very Irish wrestling in that match.
Very much so. And coming off a couple Irish last kickers in the last match, we're about to get an IC title match as Dom about to make his entrance, folks. Don't delay. Get those predictions in. I see the votes coming in. We will read out the results momentarily. Lyra sold the whooping to make Becky look strong in defeat. Facts. Again, if you think, listen, that was a great match. So people can dig all they want on this one. That is a great match. And I know we've recently seen matches that people tried to put over as like the best women's match. This was a really good match. So let's be fair.
Well, and what really worked with that is all of Judgment Day is coming out here with Dom, is that even after the finish, after the result was declared, the bell was wrong, Lyra won the roll up and everything, instantly Becky just went right into I'm grabbing you in the fucking arm. I am hurting you. This is bullshit. Like there was no fucking hold off. She just instantly, all right, they said you got me on a roll up, so I'm beating the shit out you.
Right. As right now, your IC champion coming out, Dom. Crew wishes him the best of luck and hangs back. So Dom Penta looks like it's going to be one-on-one, and we will see how this one goes. Last call. A lot of people feel this way about Dom. I don't need a guy that can't wrestle. In Dom holding the IC title belt hostage, put it on someone super over and can wrestle. Go Penta.
But to say Dom can't wrestle, is that just like the obligatory basement, bottom of the barrel bullshit case of somebody I don't like you? So just to say that they can't wrestle? Because
I don't think so.
Well, do you think that Dom can wrestle? Do you think he can't wrestle?
I think he's good at selling. He's good at playing the psychology game. To me, he's not a great in-ring athlete at this point in his career.
To say he has 5-star matches or to say he's a better in-ring wrestler than Penta, I will agree with that. To say Dom can't wrestle, I disagree with. Dom was out there having tag team matches with his daddy and holding his weight with that.
I guess. So, he sucked with his daddy. That all sucked. We wanted it to go away so bad.
But I don't think Dom's the guy that, you can't wrestle.
He's not. I mean, people talk about Jey Uso can wrestle. Jey Uso's 10 times the wrestler that Dom is.
On par?
Right. No. Facts, big dog. Dom in control. We'll see, though. I mean, he's got the title now. He's got a battle, and he's in there with a guy like Penta.
He's supposed to be the chicken Nando's.
Backstabber. I love it, Chicky Nando's. Let's go.
That was my nickname in college.
Only Izzy looked up to Bailey. There you go. We're down to Izzy. Random thought. I hate how wrestlers don't undo the belt straps if they aren't wearing the belt. Let those straps hang. Okay. Random thought for
straps
sure.
Off, pops off. What the fuck are we on about?
I remember Cody caught heat for carrying it like a purse.
No, because that was old school ass wrestling. That was goddamn, especially out there in St. Louis. Tope into a DDT from Dom. Who can't wrestle? What? Who can't wrestle? What?
And the crowd's going wild for Dom. And look,
dirty Dom.
I'm right there with you. I can't even deny. I mean, Good job. This is fucking excellent. Turning me into a liar right on live TV.
There you go.
Yeah, Dom puts almost on, and we watch him mature and kind of grow and get taller and shit like that. If he can fill out a little more, it's going to go a long way for him. But right now, he does really well as being a chicken shit heel. Really works. But now they're loving him. And look, like, what an exchange here. Into the stairs.
Well, he's got the size and everything. Like, he can still work this shit. He doesn't need to be goddamn Will Ospreay to have a good match.
You're right. You are 100% right. Like, we were talking about that on Thursday about the main event of these two guys are pros, and they might not be the athletes they once were, but I think that they're going to pull it off. They're going to really put on a good
fair
match.
enough. I wasn't even saying that. I was saying Dom doesn't need to be Will Ospreay, but yeah, no, if we're talking about the main event, then absolutely,
right.
Yeah, no, well, it's surprising that Randy's the guy who will still be there next week. John won't be.
Yeah. Oh.
Rolls in. 2.
There you go. Dom in control after bouncing Penta off the stairs.
I'm halfway just laughing now because I had the stupid moo fucking mess up before, and now Dom's out here with the cow print, and so I gotta pick Dom.
Right. Dropping the boot. Y'all made me just look up who is LJ. Let's just say he made the best move of his life.
Who?
I don't know. Oh, I missed it. Brady, how you doing?
Yeah, which elbow are we talking about? Don't have a cow, Nick. Thank you, big dog. Don't have a cow, man.
Dom is the Hook of WWE.
I would take Dom over Hook.
I'd take Dom over Hook as well. And the thing is, the difference is if Tony Khan would book the small guys like a Hook, more like a Dom, then they would be a lot better off. But all your little guys are tough guys. And it doesn't work, brother. You got to let that go. Like, you can't have Daniel Garcia walking around with his fist clenched like he's going to mash everybody up. He's tiny. Bobby Lashley, you use him as a toothpick. What are you doing?
Fair enough. Oh, I guess everyone was talking about LJ Cleary from the Lira match. But yeah, no, should you put Dom and Hook together as a tag team and call them nepotism?
Right. But Penta hobbling a little on that leg. Dom to the outside. Penta going up to the top.
Well, does it make you worried that amongst the flips and tricks, if him or Fenix, who have histories, if they get hurt, they get dinged up, they catch a stray?
I hope not. I hope they continue to do well and stay healthy. And I mean, again, the good news is they have professionals dropping them through tables now and not just some random indie guy who drops him on his fucking elbow. That is always a positive. But yeah, crossbody takes down Dom.
Right. 3. We're actually getting a 10 count, folks. Holy shit, the rules do exist.
Right. I love a good count out. I love a good threaten count out. We don't like
give me Mike Chioda.
Right.
Sure.
Right. I like when we went through that phase where we were trying to mess up everything the ref did, kept playing with the numbers.
Right.
Terrible. Hurricanes 3, capital 0. Let's go. Sorry, Vance. Sorry. Carolina ready to do some things.
Mm-hmm.
You are out of your mind thinking Dom has mic skills. He has more like backstage pre-tape skills more than mic promo skills.
We don't know because every time he talks, the crowd won't let him talk because they just boo the shit out of him. So I think that's a pretty fucking cool attribute to have.
Oh, nice.
2.
Yeah, I think the story ends with this, Nick, is he gets bigger reactions, whether boos or cheers, than so many other wrestlers out there. Whether he's the best wrestler or not doesn't really matter. Like, Penta's the best wrestler in this match right now, but Dom's doing his thing. The crowd's into it, and he's getting huge reaction. So, done. That's the argument. Even if I think he could be a better wrestler, doesn't matter.
Well, he does nothing stupid, nothing offensive, all of that. No. I will agree with you fully that Penta is the better wrestler in this match. But again, I would say that Dom's almost the bigger draw in this match.
Right? Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, I think that's and a lot of people get to that point where you either want to see him now, you want to see him. Can he hold on to the title? Because they're cheering for him. So can he keep it up?
Yeah.
But you know, you had that contingent that we're all like, oh man, if he ever gets the belt, it's gonna be terrible. Then he gets the belt and we all love it. So it's a craziest thing. But Penta kicked in the face.
We're still talking a lot better about Dom than we are about Hook. I'll say that.
Oh yeah, no, like I mean, again, it's presentation. Presentation matters, and we believe that Dom can be an IC champion because of how he's presented.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the Canadian Destroyer! Shut up, Cole.
No, Mexican Destroyer. Go for Mexican Destroyer right there.
Well, that was on the Gulf of the Ring.
As here comes the Puerto Rican representation, Carlito. Speaking of Gulfs.
Oh, Carlito distracting the ref. Watch the back door, folks.
Just so blatantly. So, Finn and JD.
Finn's going to hit Dom. Finn's going to hit Dom.
I got to wind it up. I got to wind this shit up. Oh, he's getting a chair. A row is such a clutter. But the rest does. Really? The ref is just perfect. I'm just, really?
Right? They got chucked. They weren't even supposed to be there.
How do you get fired on your day off, Craig?
Right?
Mexican Destroyer, the referee in this match, was a former world champion. Where?
Yeah, wait, what? Who?
Penguin just hop, skipped, and jumped over the ref and just took out all of Judgment Day.
Down they go.
He took out Carlito and JD, but Finn still a miss.
Right, but is that enough of a distraction for Dom to capitalize? Dom is a 20-plus year veteran. People seem to forget. Mr. Cooper, love that. And Penta drops Dom. Right. That's a great line. I will say
Finn's distracted the ref.
Finn again. Oh, wait.
No, Grundy! Grundy! Takes out Penta. Who would have thought that would have been the case?
Oh, that's bullshit.
That's Grundy.
Come on.
Frog splash. 1, 2, 3.
Come on.
Dirty dog.
We didn't even talk about Americano being a problem. Grande fucked up my call. What the hell?
I'm surprised though. Who would have had that? You had Finn lined up and you fully expected Finn to be there, and instead it's El Grande Americano.
Right? I did not have that on my bingo card. Maybe I should have thought it long and hard, but Dom finds a way to win. Well done. Fun match. Yeah, a really solid match.
I will ask you this. So far, is this a really good pay-per-view or is this a really great weekly show?
I think it's been a good pay-per-view. We just had a fatal four-way for the U.S. title. We had a really strong IC title match. Another IC title match that was solid, and 2 more to go. Because of all the hardware on the line and the quality of the matches, this feels pay-per-view to me.
Fair. Well, and we still got every outcome that we kind of thought to an extent. No title really changed hands, but still was yeah, no title changed hands, and was still really good matches in between them. And we had the fatal 4-way, really good match. We had the debut of Jeff Cobb. We go to the women's IC match, fantastic match, probably so far to me match of the night. And Lyra sneaks out the win. You have the Becky aftermath right there, and then you go into this, which we were talking about it before going in of can Dom wrestle? How good is Dom? This is and this and that and the third. And that was a fun ass match.
Yeah. I mean, again, for all, for the opinion like mine that way, I don't think of like, I can't wait for the next Dom Mysterio match, because it's not what he's like. He's more known for the antics around the ring than what he does in the ring. But then the kid shows up and shows out on a PPV, so we're good to go.
Yeah, that's the really interesting thing with Dom is like, you don't exactly clamor for a Dom match, but you still want to see Dom have a match, if that makes any bit of sense.
Yeah, I was looking forward to Dom versus Penta, and I think it delivered. And again, all the moving parts, Finn involved, Grande involved. The IC title division on Raw is getting very hectic and very busy, like the US title division on SmackDown.
Well, and that's the thing that WWE's needed to do, and I think they're really doing the best of it, of starting to develop layers amongst everything. Of you have now the women's mid card titles feel like they matter. The tag team division is starting to develop and kind of formulate, and now you're getting the men's mid card titles are really starting to establish their own divisions.
Yeah, I agree with that, man, and I think that. Again, I have no problem with Americano continuing to come out and be a pain in the ass and get involved. Now Penta, they're going to run that. Americano beat his brother, so Penta's going to want some some Grande, and he's already gone to the woodshed once with Gable.
Right, and Mr. Cooper, I wasn't trying to call you taken to the woodshed or anything like that, but I like this though. Keep in mind, every person that had a major comeback, WWE puts them with Dom. Like, is Dom kind of WWE's X-Pac right now?
In ways, yeah. Like we talked about Logan Paul being that guy. We talked about The Miz being kind of that guy. It's a good, because up until now, things have changed a little now. But again, a good guy to work with because, again, it's nothing going to be crazy or wild. But Nick, they're giving us the rundown of Raw. As you can see on the screen, we are here live, 7:30 Monday. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky teaming up against Julia Roxy. CM Punk's going to be in the building. Finn Balor versus AJ Styles.
Phenomenal, pun intended, and then even Rhea and Io versus Roxanne and Julia, and we're hyping up, so it is official, like a referee whistle. Uso versus Logan Paul, Saturday Night Main Event.
New champ.
On that discussion and everything, I will leave you though with McAfee, Willow Tree, Applebee's, Bumblebees, Gunther and 5. I will hopefully be back before the 5.
Right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are running back a little commercial here of Saturday Night Main Event 40 years ago, May 1985. Hogan on our screen. Cena said Dom and Logan Paul I agree with that 100%. I mean, again, young guys with a lot of upside. And again, Dom, whether it's being booed or cheered, he's getting huge reaction. Paul, mostly booed, almost always booed, but again, getting a huge reaction. And they do enough in the ring that it works. And I mean, I've been defending Logan Paul a lot lately, as far as I know people hate him, but we can't ignore the fact that he actually gets in the ring and does well. Goldberg returns for Gunther after Gunther destroys McAfee. Braden, with this match going on second last, I think something is up. We'll see. Bilal versus Della Maldellini, gonna be a banger. Let's go. Gunther. Oh, we're getting the Karate Kid crew, apparently. Fun times. Pay-per-view banging so far. I think this pay-per-view's done well. I think they're 3 for 3 on the board, 2 down, and 2 to go, and 3 down. I think this match is going to overachieve. I think Nick is going to be wrong about under 5 minutes, and I think it's going to be a fun match. Does that lead to a Goldberg? We'll find out, folks. My God. But and then a main event that I'm looking forward to. So I would agree with you, AJ. James and Casey. Gunther for the win. Yeah, get it in, as we're getting the video package of Gunther's meltdown, which led to him roughing up Michael Cole, and then taking issue with Pat McAfee defending his friend. And here we are, all set to go. Chad Gable and El Grande Americano versus Lucha Bros. Let's go. Let's do it, right? Book it. Goldberg returns after Gunther destroys McAfee. I got that one, and I kind of agree. I don't want anybody causing Gunther to lose. I don't think Gunther should lose this match. I don't think it's going to be a squash, but I don't think it's going to be a 50-50 either. Ring General for the win. Let's go. Gunther with a choke out, followed by Goldberg save and spear. It could be. It could be, man. It could be. I don't know how I feel about it. I got mixed emotions here right now. Did anyone's YouTube crash? I think we're still going. Let me double check. Looks good to me. I don't know. Maybe just on your end, sir. Who's excited for Cena and R-Truth at Saturday Night Main Event? I am. I want that match. I don't give a shit. I want it. Do it at Saturday Night Main Event. I think that's perfect, actually. Now that you mention it, I want it. I think that's the perfect time to do it. R-Truth deserves his moment. R-Truth against his childhood favorite. And R-Truth gets to represent all the Make-A-Wish kids, all the fans with broken hearts. R-Truth gets to be that guy for that night, and we're all going to have a fun time. I'm in. Evening, Maple Leaf KJ, hanging with ya while working. Christopher, hope the night is going well, sir. And glad we can keep you company. Charles, how you doing? This will be a fun match, and we'll probably lead to Goldberg. Again, a lot of people believe in this Goldberg thing's happening. It's about to go down. And I think I'm going to be like, holy shit, Goldberg, and have a pop. But then I might regress back into, oh, fuck. I don't know how I feel about it. I really don't. But ultimately, I do. I agree with you on the fact that I've been kind of saying this for a couple weeks. I think this is going to be a good match. We want Goldberg. There you go. Some people are going to be thrilled. Prayers, Damon, 100%, man. His chest is about to get lit up. We're about to have Jim Ross, No Way Out, 2004 on the mic moment with this match, right? No Goldberg, Brock not allowed. I'm with you, Larry. I'm with you, man. I'm not going to argue. I'm with you. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. Cobra Kai forever. Let's go, ye God. Strike hard, strike fast, no mercy. So Chris is on the same vibe. Goldberg. Let's see. What's left? This match and Orton Cena. That's it. That's all we got. We're down to 2. Currently 8:34 p.m. Eastern time. So that means we're going to kill an hour and a half with 2 matches. That sounds about right. Let's go! Pat McAfee in the house. Ooh. Sweep the leg. Cole with an Uso splash. Right, let's go. Do a shooting star, everyone. Go big or go home. Michael Cole with a shooting star tonight. A 7-year itch, if you will. I hope for Saturday Night Main Event, we get an 80s version of yourself. The 80s version of myself was very little and baby-like. So I don't know how that's going to go. Candidate ham, not bacon. Who's candidate ham? Are you guys voting for ham in that country now? As Pat McAfee getting some love from the people around ringside. That's a good idea. Truth for Cena Saturday Night Main Event. Charles, I know B Hockey was kind of chuckling at that. I think that's perfect, man. And we got to remember, we are on that John Cena farewell tour. And I think R-Truth deserves a little respect, a little bit of love. I mean, again, for all the time that John Cena was off doing other things, R-Truth held that John Cena name proud. So I like it. I'm sorry, I like it. Corey Graves helps McAfee. That'd be interesting, Frankie. All right. Remember, folks, get your predictions in and get them in quick. I agree. Goldberg will ruin this pay-per-view. Larry, I mean, we might be going a little far with ruins this pay-per-view. I'm happy with what we've gotten so far. I might not like Goldberg, but I don't think it ruins the pay-per-view. Hendry versus Cena would be far better than Truth versus Cena. Yeah, maybe. I mean, at the end of the day, but I don't care. I mean, the history there is not about the quality of the match, and R-Truth can still go. The guy has not aged, and this to me is more about history, more about nostalgia, more about the moment. Yeah, Joe Hendry's doing his thing, probably in better shape overall than the other 2 gentlemen, but I don't care. Not on that. Feels like we were really quick and weak pay-per-view, to be honest. I mean, it's still been good, but so far it just feels like a weekly show, like Nick said. Fair enough, fair enough. I don't think, like, I mean, again, because I think I put the solace in kind of having so much titles defended on the show, it feels strong for me, and the matches have delivered. But here comes Gunther. If we're going to throw away a match anyway, Hendry would be better than Truth. Yeah, no, sorry. You've got me convinced. You're right, Hockey. Let's go. Cena Truth. Saturday main event. Hashtag that. We want Truth. If Cena takes our Truth's joy, then he would succeed in rooting. Yes, let's go. Right? It'd be like punching Santa Claus in the face. Let me know when to start my timer. Oh, we're waiting. We're counting this ding ding, bro. Actually, I'm gonna make it legit, and we're gonna actually break out the timer, not just look at the clock. Timer. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. His opponent again. Last call. Gunther deserves Brock. You're DQ'd if you're not on screen for it. Yeah, that's right, KJ. Pop for Goldberg. You stop that. Michael Cole cheering on his buddy. Wise Man is watching Big Bum. All right. Wise Man or Big Bum? How you coming in on this one?
Both? Does both count? I'm a wise man with a big bum. Yes, but
all right.
Ding, ding. So start the timer.
The timer's clicking. It's gonna be 3 minutes before they touch. It's gonna be 3 minutes before they touch, Nick.
Fuck.
Goldberg needs to enjoy wrestling from his couch. Facts.
Yeah, no one wants that. No one wants that.
If Goldberg shows up, I'll eat KJ's hat covered in JR barbecue sauce. I like the hat, but I'm willing to see that happen, Willard.
He's got to send it to you autographed to prove that it's your hat.
You're right.
God damn it, you're going to be goddamn right, because what the touch, fight, do something, motherfucker.
The crowd is chanting, you tapped out. We're 40 seconds in. 48.
Come on. He just hawks him into the corner. McAfee with all of the back hair.
Right. So, yeah, we're just starting off with some, standard wrestling.
Slow and methodical. Emphasis on slow.
Right. They have AI that can make.
Damn it, he's playing with them. This is what you said was going to happen. He's fucking playing with them.
It's only been a minute. You're good.
It's only been a minute, and I'm already giving up.
Right away. It's like 5 minutes. They have before. Right. J-Boy, did you meet Canadian? I'm not even going back up for that. Gunther for the win. Our Truth is a national treasure. Facts. Let's go. I'm low-key rooting for Pat. Kick his ass, Pat. Get him, Pat.
Kick his ass, Seabass. Now, see, again, he's just mushing his head of, you are not even in my league, but this is the thing that pisses me off, if he's going to toy with him for fucking 15 minutes.
But I mean, why would that piss you off? That's the beauty. I told you, they're going to
have. Look
at Pat. Pat,
no. Duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Stick a move.
If you can dodge a chop, you can dodge a Gunther.
Yeah, look, Gunther's smiling. All right. Now Gunther's going to turn it up a little and start laying waste to this man.
Yeah, I'm at, 2 minutes now? Did they start right at 40?
Yeah, 2 minutes and 27 seconds.
Shit, I'm already almost halfway through my fucking time. God damn it, Gunther. Choke his ass out.
This match is the type of shit wrestling was built on. We know Pat is in for a whooping, but god damn it, if he pulls it off, can you not love it? Yeah, to me, this is perfect. I've been good with this.
If Pat wins this, you can be happy?
I said I don't want. Oh, he gives him the head tap. Oh wow, big forearm.
Sorry, Pat. Just a little short.
Great recovery. That happens. That's okay.
Just keep going. But sorry, it instinctually just happened, and yeah,
bad timing.
Very bad timing, especially when I'm rooting against you, Pat. I love you. I literally have two versions of action figure. I'm literally looking at an action figure I have of this man on my desk right now as I'm cheering for him to get beat from fucking pillar to post.
Right. Absolutely. R-Truth is representing the truth when he defends his honor of the fan. That's it. R-Truth gets to represent every Make-A-Wish kid out there, every fan that's got a broken heart, every little kid that's hurt by John Cena. R-Truth gets to be that at Saturday Night Main Event. I love it.
He's the voice of the voiceless. Oh, goddamn. We're trading chops. Yeah. D-Cleater right there.
Right? Gunther. Now, if anybody doesn't need knee pads, it's Gunther. I don't bend the knee for nothing.
Right. Well, I even see MDB out there. We all stumble sometimes. Yeah. Everybody hurts.
He played it like a pro. It's not like he face planted. He landed and kept going.
He fucking literally did. He face planted.
No, he kept going.
He face planted and still military crawled into his next spot.
He like a cat, landed on his 4 legs.
Oh, wimbly nimbly from limb to limb there.
4 minutes and 30 seconds. 29, 28, 27, 26.
Gunther, kill him. Do it. Choke him out, goddamn. Quit playing with your food. End this.
Quit playing games with my heart. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
Damn it.
7. You better get a pin.
No, at this point, the clock's run out. I was wrong.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Did someone say 3 minutes?
Right? 5 minutes on the clock.
I'll admit it, but goddamn it, I'm still taking Gunther. And
yeah, no, for sure, I'm with you.
You were more right with this though. This is Gunther playing with his goddamn food a little bit here.
But, yeah, and again, Pat has these little spurts, and Gunther.
He is suntan or sunburnt like a motherfucker.
I think a lot of his chest is Gunther's hand, to be honest.
He just hit it and it activated the gingerness. Activate Caucasian. Right. Just instantly turn red.
Look, they keep showing Cole on his feet, rooting his buddy on. Oh no.
Is this like a shit version of Jerry the King and JR? Of JR never was the wrestler. Pat's had all of 2 matches, so Pat's the one that fights Cole's fight, like JR would fight, or Jerry would fight JR's fights.
Yeah. Right? Oh.
Don't make Gunther Taz though, then fuck.
Cole went from like get him, Pat, to pin him. Just pin him, Gunther.
Well, and Gunther's even now to see this is fuck. I should have listened to you. He's out there just toying with him. He's welcoming Cole. Come on. You want to be so cool, so big, so bad. Come on. You come in here too. You want to talk all of this. Come on.
Right. I can't with this match. LOL. What a waste of time. Nah, this is a good match. This is fun. This is good wrestling. This is keeping your former champion busy. I'm okay with this in all the ways. Like, to me, this speaks to good classic wrestling. And exactly this. Gunther getting all his heat, fucking with Pat, and David versus Goliath. And David's got to keep fighting from under. Wow.
This is a palate cleanse, and
it's a good match. It's not even a palate cleanse. It's a good match.
No, this is not a good match. This is a good moment because this is not a competitive match. This is Gunther toying with his goddamn food. There's a difference
between this is a good wrestling match. Gunther is literally working this man down, hitting suplexes. Pat's getting his shots in. This is a good wrestling match.
This is just a beatdown. This is a mugging. This is an angle.
It's a wrestling match.
This is not a competitive match. Like, this is a good I'm not taking away of this is a good moment. This is Gunther literally just destroying this man and just walking him down.
It's a wrestling match.
Like, that's what they're calling it. That's not what it is.
What do you mean? After all,
this is an angle. This is just a beatdown. This is a story caveat. This is a carryover. This is not I'm going to go back and watch of how great this match was. This is just a mugging. This is Gunther just playing with a fucking mouse that he already killed.
Okay, until Pat fires up. 61%, 33 going Pat. Wow. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm so confused right now. Like, it is again, like, this is legitimately a solid wrestling match. This is literally the big bad heel working on the little baby face as he should. I'm struggling.
To me, I guess it's the term of a match. Like I said, he's beating them from pillar to post. What about this? It is
So
a competitiveness and a back and forth.
It
anything
shouldn't be, though. We both agreed on
right,
that.
and I said that, and then it's just dragging this out.
But it doesn't mean, like, it's still a good wrestling match. Like, it's still a wrestling match. Like, here we go. Pat fires up. Like, this is classic wrestling.
Yes,
nice. He lands on his feet. Kick to the back.
Kick to the chest.
Crowd on their feet. Punt.
Not even a half a count. Not even a full 1 count.
That's it. Gunther's a beast. They're keeping I almost called him Geester. They're keeping Gunther strong.
Geester, my keister.
Yeah, Pat's trained. Pat was trained by Rick Rogers. Rip Rogers.
Congratulations.
Right? Jose Lavin. That's all right. I'm so confused. This is a good match.
There are other matches that I would rewatch on tonight versus this, and even calling this a match a bit. Yeah,
there's nothing wrong.
We're trading elbows back and forth. Like, it's a good. I'm not saying it's bad. To me, it's not an actual match. This is a fucking angle.
It's a wrestling match. Like, look, they're battling back and forth. It's a match. I don't understand. All of a sudden, you got a new definition of a wrestling match. Even if it's a squash match, it's a match.
Gunther with a powerbomb, and it's now just staring at Cole, and Cole screaming, "End the match! Just end it!"
You've beat him enough.
The walls of General. Fucking Pat's firing up. Cole's willing him. You can do this. I believe in you. Come on, Rock. You got it in you.
Cut me, Mickey. Oh, change it into STF. This might be it.
In the STFU right before John Cena wrestles. You can't do that.
Right. You say, oops, change my mind.
Is Pat or is Mike going to throw in the towel?
Maybe. Barrett's there, though.
Oh, Gunther grabbing Cole. God damn it. This is going to be where Pat fires up. I hate that you've been right with this goddamn match.
11 minutes and 30 seconds.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Get away from me. Come on, Cole. Show him that undefeated WrestleMania streak. Come on. Are you wearing your singlet under this?
Right.
Oh, Pat with a big boot, saving Cole from a powerbomb. Big boot from Gunther.
Gunther just continues to smack the shit out of this man. So you're basically saying, like, all the matches that we watched HBK or Rey Mysterio get beat up in, like, for the whole match, they get dominated by a big heel.
No, because they were wrestlers, not a commentator. They were wrestlers, not a commentator.
So no matter what Pat does tonight, the match doesn't count because he's a commentator.
I bet.
Okay, that's fair.
Cole's got the foot. Oh my god. I almost got sick in my own mouth right there if Pat got the win.
No. Leave Cole alone.
Oh my god. The Kata Hajime from McAfee on the Gunther. I can't believe I'm saying these words out my mouth.
Big clothesline. And
turn that man inside out.
And to me, this is booked perfectly.
To me, this is in the same level of, like I said, of like when Jerry the King would have a match to defend JR's honor type of level.
Right.
Competitiveness is going to be there as spectacle is.
Yes, come on, MTV. Come on. And this is over. It's done. Pat is done. He tried. Oh, he's not. Oh, no.
He's literally pinning his hand down. Pat's out. He's done. He's dead. He's dusted.
Over.
But good God, ref, how much more out? Oh, he's up. He's hulking up.
He's
no fucking way.
Wild.
No fucking way.
Let's go. Let's go.
You see money. I am sports entertained. Are you not sports entertained?
Cole is coded. It's good. I'm with you. The match is cooking.
Oh, God.
I'm on that hill with you, KJ.
And yes, please just put him away. It should be instant. Now he's out. He's out now. He had his fire up. God damn it all.
Let's go. 14 minutes and 4 seconds.
You were off by 45 minutes, which is a lot closer than I was, I feel.
No, I mean,
45 seconds is what you were. 45 seconds, not 45 minutes.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, that wasn't going to be an hour. Trust me. Yeah, math brained in my head.
As Michael Cole checking on Pat. Again, for my money, that was fine.
It was entertaining.
It was a good match.
It was entertaining. I will not call that a match. It was entertaining.
The crowd is loving it. Nick and Boston are wrong.
I'll be wrong. What else is new? Tell me something I don't know.
My cheeks hurt from smiling the whole match. I had such a good time.
I know. Trust me.
They have succeeded in making Gunther look weak. Nah, you're wrong.
I won't go that far. I think that don't show a fucking sign of respect right now.
Gunther kicked the shit out of Pat for almost 15 minutes. There's no part of this that made Gunther look weak.
That it went 15 minutes, maybe. Well, again, you made it work, like you said before. If he played with his food for the fucking longest bit of it, I don't want no goddamn sign of respect, though. Like I think we're about to get. What it should have been is he sits there and turns around, and Cole's checking on Pat, and he locks up Cole, and says, "I'm gonna just choke you the fuck out again."
Right?
Oh, he's off. Oh, he gave him a little. How do you do? A little curtsy.
There you go. This match was more interesting than the match of a bunch of flippity dippities.
Wow.
It's a good match.
It's not a match. It was not a match. It was a good, entertaining segment. It was a good,
fucking wrestling match.
I don't like that we ended with a sign of respect for Gunther.
Are you crazy?
I know. I got paperwork to prove it.
There was a good guy. The bad guy who's bigger beat the shit out of the little guy. The little guy tried really hard.
The former world champion just beat the shit out of the commentator. Congratulations. And that's a good match. Then we got problems.
A former football player who was a trained wrestler. Nobody had a problem with Pat McAfee fighting Adam Cole. So again,
look at Adam Cole.
I would pick that over Gunther any day. But at the end of the day, I mean, it was a good. It was never going to be a match because of Pat. But that was a good match.
See, Jose gets it. You were entertained and engaged, Nick. I was very thoroughly sports entertained with that.
It was good. You're right.
Capital Caveman. See, I don't know how I feel, though, that Boston is the only one agreeing with me. I don't know. Maybe we're two guys at the Battle of Waterloo here. We're out there at the Alamo.
I know what the best part is, Nick. No Goldberg.
I'll give you that. Hallelujah. No Goldberg. I'll live with being wrong on everything else of no Goldberg. But we got the biggest fucking send-off of the evening for Pat fucking McAfee.
Thank you, James. Give some love to Pat, man. That guy put in work. Sold the shit out of that match.
He climbed over the fucking stick that's on the ground. That's not a hard hill to hop over. That's not a kickflip on Mount Everest. I'll say that.
Gunther, the man-eater, one of the best wrestlers in the world, and the man delivered and played perfectly fine. He hit his moves. Yeah, he caught his toe on the rope for a second. Get the fuck out of here. But he did his job
tonight. He spent 95% of that match being a chew toy.
He's supposed to.
It should have ended faster.
There's people that don't know how to sell shit. Because he got beat up. What are you talking about? Thank God,
Thank
no
God,
Goldberg.
no Goldberg, though. Thank God, no Goldberg.
But what happened to Scott Steiner? What?
Steiner offered his services to Pat to be in his
what
corner.
happened to that?
Would you have taken Big Papa Pump over Goldberg?
Yes. Even though I don't think Big Papa Pump can move that well. Yeah, I'm in. Fuck it. I'd rather anything over than Goldberg.
Yeah, I think that's where we can find peace in the Middle East when it comes to this. If there's no Goldberg in this situation,
right? You guys always say if the fans are into it, it's a good match. The fans were fucking super into that last one, on their fucking feet.
I'm picking a hill to die on, I guess.
Me too. I jumped on this hill hard. I'm not going anywhere. Like
at this point, my feet are so sunk in, I can't get out of it. So fuck it.
I'm staying on this hill. We'll play a little whack-a-mole for a while.
Yeah, this is just batting practice on Big Nick right now.
Back and forth. I mean, it's so funny. But again, all we got left, I will put it in the chat right now, is the main event.
Yeah.
I forgot to close the last predictions. That was great.
Fair enough.
I probably forgot to close. Oh, and I did that. Yay.
I like MDB. Nick, respectfully, shut it and give Pat the respect he deserves for hashtag surviving Gunther. All right, so now here's your 5 seconds of silence.
Well, folks, I got Pat. I got Barrett. Jesus. We were rolling. Main event coming up.
No, we had Stoner Jesus earlier. There's your, again, your 15 seconds. Not your 5 minutes of silence for me, but yeah.
I had to clear the airwaves.
That's what she said. But again, immediately following the main event, we do have the post-show press conference, which apparently Josh from Drake and Josh is not a fan of the post-show press conferences.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I saw so many people. Who the fuck is Josh Peck?
Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, who is that? So yeah, there you go.
As we're getting the Wheatley vodka spot.
Did I? No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, did you? I don't know what you might have done, but WWE debuts both 2002 14-time world champion versus 17 world champion. 6 other championships versus 9. Royal Rumble wins 2 apiece. Money in the Bank wins 1 apiece. Again, this is you think you're special.
Right.
You do. This is your Rock Austin. This is your era ender here. This is your HBK Taker Hunter. Right. This is what most people of a certain age group, this is what they know for WWE Pro Wrestling.
Right. No, I agree, man. And again, we're running back the footage. So the run of heel Cena being played back to us. Well, get your predictions in, folks. Who you taking? Shall be interesting.
Absolutely. Well, and it'll be interesting to how good of a match it is too, as well.
Right. As I should say, thank you. Over 200 likes on the stream tonight. We appreciate all that love, folks. Again, we could back at it on Monday.
Right. And they've already stacked the out of Monday here.
Yeah, Monday looking good. I mean, again, we'll see. And I mean, only a few more, we hope. SmackDown's at the 3-hour mark. So yeah, we're looking.
Yeah, we're a little under a month away. And well, and you talked about it earlier, we go right into like Battleground, Saturday Night Main Event, Money in the Bank. Like, we've got a litany of shows lined up here.
Right. I would rather have Jericho. No, Jericho, not. No, I'd rather have Pat than Jericho. Mox, I can make a better case. Mox over Pat. But no, I mean, I'd rather have Pat, who still has some athletic movement to him, over Jericho in the ring.
I would. Would you do Jericho Goldberg?
That's his retirement match.
AEW. They both retire.
At All In.
Fuck it. We'll go all in with it. Yeah.
Right? I do it. I mean, unless, unfortunately, Tony would be absolutely terrified being in the same room as Goldberg. Yeah.
Would he be terrified, or would he just be making other wetness in his pants for other reasons?
Well, right.
Yeah.
As I got Mick Foley.
I have commercials, so whatever
Okay.
you got onto yourself.
I'm getting the big video package. Mick Foley, Shawn Michaels, not Sam, all talking about this history, all talking about this rivalry. And again, building it up, building it up. Pat McAfee is a better wrestler than John Moxley. Maybe. He knows how to. He sold more tonight than John Moxley has in 2 years.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that argument. Yeah. I can't be wrong with that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Boston, you can't tell me that match wasn't better or more entertaining or made more sense storyline wise than Jericho and Bandito. James with a dart over the, at the board. I like it.
No one's arguing that. I'll say that, but I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Right. Pat deserves some love here.
Yeah. Well, MDB telling me to shut up.
Let's go. Let's go. Wow, what a match.
But that's not like, let this moment still sink in. And this is why I don't want Cody involved in this. I think you just leave this as these two guys wrestling, because this is the end of an era. This is literally, to some people, if you started watching wrestling in the past 25 years, this is what you know as kind of the main event, seen as the top two guys when it comes to WWE. Mm-hmm. So we know that now coming out of this is it. This is the end. These two guys will never do this dance again.
Yeah. And that to me makes it even less likely that Randy Orton can get the title. Like, if being billed as the last time they're ever going to face, to me, Randy beating him tonight and basically putting an end to this doesn't make sense right now.
Randy come out to voices, or hey, nothing you can say. Nothing's
I hear voices.
Yeah.
Been watching for 46 years. There you go, Larry.
I haven't been alive for 46 years, so
me either. Pat is better wrestler than Mox. Can we please stop? Mox is not a good wrestler. Mox doesn't get it. Mox doesn't have the psychology. Pat could have just put on a fucking lesson for a lot of wrestlers out there that don't know how to fucking sell anything, or don't know how to fight from under, or don't quite get it that not every match should be a 50-50 exchange to be qualified as a match. Sometimes the big guy beats up on the little guy. I think at the end of the day, I would give a slight edge to Mox. I would, but Mox isn't good.
I'm not going to continue to argue on this, because I think you have to be a wrestler to be qualified for it to be a good match. But I also have Randy Orton right now with 115 on the live and loud scale.
Right. Got a lot of wrestling on Memorial Day. Yeah, we're going to be here all weekend long. We have SmackDown and Under Siege on the 23rd, 24th Saturday main event, 25th Battleground. So yeah, a jam-packed Memorial Day weekend. And we're going to be here all weekend long, as always, folks. So be a friend, tell a friend, and make sure we blow these ones up. I love seeing the triple digits. Now let's get them into 4 digits. Can we get quads? Can we get some quads up here?
Yeah, 100%. Let's keep this thing growing and rolling here. But also, by the way, real quick, of Happy Mother's Day. I know we won't be here tomorrow, but we've got time to say it as Rainey's out here. But Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and pet mothers and all that. Yeah. We all came from someone, and yeah, that's where I'll leave it.
Yeah, no, shout out to all the moms. Shout out to my mom. Love ya. Yeah, it's gonna be fun times. And I don't know why I said that, but happy Mother's Day to all the mommies.
No, it was the fun times that led to us being here to have mommies and all that. So there we go.
And I'm a big fan of moms. So shout out.
Watch your talk, please.
No. Or honestly, Orton and Cena are the last two true heel face wrestling rivalries with a legacy and a history to it. Yeah, Chris, I mean, you're close. I think kind of a similar, I mean, the closest we have now is Roman Seth, and maybe not as true babyface heel as Roman and Seth.
Well,
or no, the other way around.
Always it gets that interesting. You always have like the 1A, the 1Bs of the yin to the yang in every scenario. But you had your Rock Austins,
right?
Maybe you could say you had your Hunter Shawns or anything. Very much you've got your Randy versus Cena, which I think this is, again, we've talked about this the first time, I think Randy's the face and John's the heel. But is this new generation, is it Roman Brock? Is it Roman Cody? Is it Roman Seth? We know Roman's involved in that. It's who's his dance partner that you would say is Roman's greatest rival.
I think it ends up being Seth just because of the history, similar to Cena and Randy coming into the business at the same time, coming in together. The big first story for them is Seth stabbing him in the back, and then the history that's just intertwined for the length of their career. I think that's who it has to come down to. This killed me. It made me smile though. Just because Mox doesn't sell doesn't mean Pat is a better wrestler than Mox. Isn't selling at least 50% of the job? Some would argue even more. Is it not?
Boston, I gotta agree with this one. Of absolutely selling is.
I really want to be a hockey player, but I can't skate. Like, that's insane. You gotta sell. That's part of your
shit.
job.
Why couldn't I be Wayne Gretzky out there with still having to hold the fucking milk crate to keep my balance down the rink and everything?
Like, on paper right now, what does Mox throw better punches than Pat? I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Does he throw better kicks than Pat? I don't know what the answer is. Pat seems more athletic, more agile. Watch his big toe. Other than that, but I mean, again, that's at least a part of his job, isn't it?
He in ring more recently than John Moxley has told a better story. Like that in ring was a better story. Still never said it was a match, but it was a better story than anything Moxley's done right now.
No, I agree, man. I'm with it. I started watching wrestling when Scott Hall was AWA. There you go, Frankie. Listen to this crowd. And look, before we even get the John Cena music, they just let it hang. Let it hang.
Well, it's in St. Louis. You're in Randy's backyard. You're in enemy territory. So, of course, you're going to get Cena sucks. Cena sucks. And the second that music starts to hit, they're going to go to a whole other decibel.
Right? Oh, they're going to come unglued. Listen to it. Again, and at the end of the day, this is what the job is. This is what you're trying to accomplish, is make this building explode. And not just the anticipation of you being there made the arena explode.
Suspension of disbelief and emotion is the biggest things that matter in pro wrestling,
right?
Despite what anyone else wants to really say.
Yeah, and I agree. Officially, Bash, you're right on that. I just like fucking with Boston. I'm not going to argue that Mox isn't good. Mox isn't good. Mox is overrated.
I've got John Cena. Let's talk about John Cena.
John Cena out here. Let's go.
As I like that even Randy pointed out, he's just up your merch prices, all of that. Like, how many people right now in St. Louis? CJ Brand, we know you're out there in St. Louis.
Right.
Have you bought John Cena St. Louis one last time merch?
Right. Some people have them for sure. It's selling like crazy.
Da, 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 da. And I really like that it's so much now of you get nothing. Of it's such a subtle note, but everything's blacked out. Of you hear all of this big hype music, and normally it was all big, bright, colorful. He's shouting out Stu, the camera guy, and now you get nothing.
Yeah, nothing at all. A different vibe, a different feel. You're lucky you're getting music.
Facts. That would be that's the next level. He just comes out to nothing.
Right. I wanted to be a hockey player, but I couldn't skate good.
Right.
But I was a janitor. Oh God.
I still can't skate.
No.
I was barely even the kid that could have, like I said, the fucking milk crater held onto the fucking chair that you push around the fucking rink.
Yeah, we're kind of born with skates.
It comes out of the womb. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Mr. Quake's with you. You can't skate.
That's your first little set of booties is hockey skates.
Right. If Cena wins, y'all already know who the pending result predictions champion is. Hashtag you can't see me. I don't know, man. I got to do some sifting tomorrow and see how this tiebreaker works out. But let's see.
Right.
Roller skate. Yeah. Roller skating's fun. Randall Kid. Listen to this.
And it's still crazy, though, to think that Randy Orton's going to be the guy that's still there next week. That he's still the guy that might have a few years left in the gas tank.
Yeah. I mean, again, yeah, I think it's different. I mean, John's got things to do. And I think John got to that point. I mean, Randy's looking better than ever. I mean, Randy looks solid. Now, Cena could hang around for a little bit longer, but he don't want to.
Well, Randy just is swole as fuck. But I like this, though, from John. Walks out backwards out of the corner. And Christ, we even had for the first time in at least a decade. We had it last night. This is where someone actively threw a beer bottle at a wrestler.
Right.
On SmackDown, which that man has been clearly identified and reported to authorities, I feel.
Right. Started watching wrestling in 1983, roughly. Yeah, I was kind of working on.
I was a twinkle in my dad's eye at that point.
Yeah, I was working on the hatch to get out.
Yeah, I was working on The Great Escape. Me and 1,000 other buddies.
All right. Let's go, folks. Last call on these predictions. Let's get in that chat. John Cena, Randy Orton, one last time, folks.
Drink it in, man, because this is history right now that we're watching.
Right.
We may know the outcome, but we don't know how we get there. And this is going to be the last time we see these two tango.
And there is an inkling of what if. Like, there's always that inkling of just a tiny bit. And I think if they sell it right, you have that moment of like, oh, and we'll see. But we are about to get that bell. The crowd is lit.
Yeah, amazing how they fucking super light up the arena right now, so you can see everybody from the stanchions to the rafters. I think even the ticket guy, the popcorn guy, snuck two people in here.
Right. Who is the ref? I'm not sure. That doesn't look like oregano.
Is that the only ref we know? Is that or
and
Little H? Well, it's not Kyoto anymore. But yeah, it is Timu Kyoto.
Nikki Bella helps Randy. Oh shit!
Jesus Christ!
I would rather see Goldberg come back than Nikki Bella.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
After everything here tonight, all right, bring on Goldberg. Fuck Nikki Bella.
Fuck it.
Come on.
But yes, we got again Cena and Orton lock it up, and again though, it is really interesting right now to see.
We are awful people.
Still,
I feel like that
20
right
years later, this is still the story. This is still the dance in WWE.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's a funny time in wrestling. Like, we're talking about all these new talents and all these free agents. And yet here we are in 2025, Nick, watching Randy Orton and John Cena close her down.
It's a sign we're getting old of that. The shit we grew up with is now, this is the last time we're going to see it.
Yeah. It's like when they're asking Ovechkin and Crosby about, like, are you guys going to retire? And you're like, wait a minute, time out. Like, really?
Hold on. Didn't they just get drafted like last year?
Right. Oh, Cena on the iPhone.
He's a finger poke of doom.
Nikki Bella made Casey Uncle over
Randy with his own poke.
What? Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's go Oilers.
So both men now have been poked in the eye as Randy up in the top turnbuckle, John Cena on the barricade.
Yeah. And this is how you're going to drag this one the fuck out. We got approximately...
It's only 9 o'clock. It's only 9 o'clock.
40-minute match, bro. No.
That doesn't even feel right. I still feel like this would have ended at like 11. Like, where did the rest of the show go?
Right? Didn't it 7? It's 9? The 2.5 hour
They
pay-per-view.
moved it up an hour, but still, yeah. So we're ending. It feels still crazy, I guess, coming this far out of WrestleMania and everything during that whole. We go like, you mean we get to leave at 10? What? Right. Did I get on good parole? Was I getting released early on good behavior?
Right. This does feel epic. It does. It feels super epic. Again, fans can say whatever you want, but if you're a fan of wrestling and you see this many people going that loud, you can't help but get caught up in the moment. I don't think you got to be a real stubborn fuck to just go, no. Like, this is a cool moment. Love them or hate them.
Well, it is very much. It's the end of an era. This is two star-crossed lovers that have been going at it for now 20-something years, literally since 2005. These have been the two pillars, shout out Tony Khan, when it comes to WWE. And now this is no longer going to be a thing ever again.
Right. Yeah, that's it. Absolutely.
Just
the build-up is great.
More fine.
Big shoulder block.
Right.
And Cena rolling out. This is what we're going to get for the next little while. Take our time. Tell a story.
Yeah. Well, it's really going to come down to the flurry that ends this, because Cena's just going to walk off. You don't deserve this. Oh,
right.
Shit. Is this Cody comes out and throws him back in the ring?
Right.
Oh, Randy's going to go and meet him.
Randy's catching him up. What would make this match better is John Moxley said no one.
Yeah. No, well, this is a match. You let this be the moment that it is. You let these two have this. This is the end of these two.
Oh, big close on. I agree with you, man. Don't do what you did at Mania. Let the match dance.
Well, and hopefully the match is still better than what we got at Mania.
Yeah, in a lot of ways. A lack of Travis Scott will go a long way.
Yeah. He's even worse than a little dab will do you. It's a little not will do you.
But John Cena up on the turnbuckle. Crowd booing.
1,
and then
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Frankie.
That guy looks like the prototype. He's got a lot of ruthless aggression in him.
Mm-hmm. It's the prototype versus the older proto star.
No, that's Kyle Fletcher.
Right?
Oh, shit. I saw what you did there, fucker.
Right? It's the older Fletcher.
He's the evolved. He's the Charmander of the Fletchers.
Yeah. I'm waiting for someone from the tribe to get out there and be like, man, this Randy Orton just completely trying to be like Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah, I can't believe he just took his whole moveset. Randy with his own punches in the corner, Cena on wobbly legs.
Prototype, there you go. Is it me? But see, to me, like, Cena was not the guy that, you don't talk, like, Cena was never a work rate guy, put it that way.
Oh, like Dom Mysterio?
Yeah. Not great between the rings, between the bells, between the ropes.
There you go.
Against the
but still ended up being world champ. Still was the greatest of all time. Dare you say. Just saying.
That's the caveat. Two things can be true at the same time.
Now, if we can only convince the internet that.
Yeah, good, right? As John holding his ankle.
Well, Randy just stomping away on him. I want 2009 hitting the pyrotechnic buttons. Randy Orton out here.
I do like the vicious walk around, stomping on the fingers, stomping on the ankle. Old school Randy Orton here, just picking the baby, or actually the heel John Cena apart.
Do we see a punt kick tonight? I know we had Pat McAfee, the literal punter earlier, but do we see a punt kick tonight?
I could see him definitely trying it.
He goes for it and gets snatched into an AA, and that ends the match.
Maybe something that I could see that.
Fair.
Talk about long stories. Wade Barrett and Cena. There you go. You
just Barrett help Randy.
Yeah. You hit him with a chair. You fucked me.
This is for the Nexus,
right? You ruined my career, you bastard. John Cena needs a 10. He is one milky mofo.
Well, he is the polar opposite to Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker right now.
Right. Yeah.
He is so translucent. It's stunning. Meanwhile, Paul looks like he sweats Ray-Ban.
Paul's a couple shades away from looking like Kool-Aid. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Well, he is a rich mahogany right now.
That was your nickname in high school.
that too as well, 100%. That was more of my college name. That's what they called me among the sororities, is Rich Mahogany.
Rich Mahogany up in the house. Let's go.
Not Mariska Hargitay, Rich Mahogany.
But yeah, John Cena in the choke.
Mariska Hargitay.
That was so well done, sir.
Paul Heyman looks well done, sir.
Right? You fucking Wade just called Randy fat, did he? We don't use that F word on this channel.
Yeah, there's certain, we say a lot of F words, but fat and fake aren't either one of them.
Yeah, no. There's a couple other, but we don't use those either.
No, there's a few we do lose. So.
We might dabble. Mashed potatoes. Do the twist.
What the fuck?
What is happening?
Have we devolved now we can't even say the wee hours. We've been here for 3 hours.
Yeah, this is
just a SmackDown with an overrun.
SmackDown with an overrun. That is the crazy. Cena fighting to his feet. Randy getting up as well. And again, getting exactly what we thought we were going to. Shoulder press. Nice start to the match.
Shoulder tackle. The sit out. Then we're going to get the 5-knuckle shuffle. You can't see me.
It's spelled fat. P-H-A-T.
Yeah, that's my PhD, except it's P-H-A-T.
Right. Oh, everyone, you can't see me.
That's the weird thing with John is he hits the 5-knuckle shuffle. As much as you want to hate him, you still cheer for him. You still pop for the moment.
Right. Up he goes. Randy back down. Big clothesline.
And I saw Steve Money mention, and nobody's heard John bellow out spots yet. Vintage Orton side slam.
I'm about to roll up a big, pleasantly plump. I like that. Sir.
Yeah, see,
you didn't have to put fat in the brackets there, bud. We got it.
No, he's got the PHT. he's smoking the THC.
Right. This is my favorite comment. This is very reminiscent.
We lost versus Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, George, welcome to Twitch, buddy.
Right.
John Cena moves. Nick has a PhD in fat.
Yes.
STFU, by the way. Going to miss John screaming at the match.
John bellows out spots. Spine buster, hidden shoulder tackle. You can normally hear this man in the fucking mausoleum counting down.
Mm-hmm. Big. Oh, uses his feet, kicks him off.
Yeah.
Oh, hooking him up.
Vintage Orton.
And again,
Straight over DDT.
Big pop. Crowd's into it. Cena's moving a little bit on the slow side, but hey, we expect that.
Is it? Yeah, but it's crazy that like Randy's right now clearly, I would say, the better wrestler versus John when it comes to this.
Yeah, 100%.
This is a lot on Randy.
In better shape. And
which is crazy.
He's still doing it. Listen to the crowd.
Yeah, Randy's got years. John's got months.
Listen to the crowd. Setting them up, folks.
The Viper is coiled.
Travis Scott.
Fuck you. Shoves him out. Oh, hey, what do you say? Hey.
It'll always be the FU to me. The WFU, get your t-shirts now.
Thanks. Well, and then we got the hashtag STFU, the submission there.
Right. RKO, as always, and forever will be number 2. Look at this.
Did he hit an RKO out of the AA?
He did.
Holy shit, that's what he did. He hit an RKO out of the AA. I didn't see it till they hit the replay.
Wow.
Hey, what do you say? Let's go down by the bay, maybe play with some clay.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. He countered literally the AA into an RKO. And it's crazy that these guys have wrestled for 20 years. And that's never been done until right now.
I would say, I mean, it was funny because even when they first played the replay, I was like, wait a minute. Why is John's face so,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Fiend just starts playing. We all go nuts.
Fucking waterboarding a wrestling fan right now is just playing Fiend.
Oh, yeah.
Fiend. Oh, Randy on wobbly legs, but still just big shot.
Right. I saw that in real time. Holy shit, that was clean as F. Yeah, it was clean as all hell.
I literally had no idea of a notice until it was like the first replay. The second one, Mary hits a clean AA.
Two. This is fucking awesome.
I'm gonna pop some tags. Right. Only got $20 in my pocket.
Right.
Well, and does it work though with this? So I know we're critical at times of the training blows, the pot shot back and forth spots, but this works a bit. You have these two guys. We've already hit kind of some finishers. We hit boom elbow, boom elbow, finisher again, and then we're back to it. It's not 15 minutes of them going back and forth trading elbows.
No, I mean, again, you pick your spots. You make it matter when you do it. And there's a point to it, and it shouldn't go on forever. It shouldn't be 75, 80 chops or slaps. I mean, there's a reasonable number in there, but the crowd is loud as hell.
Right.
Randy ropes.
Blocks the AA. Randy should use the punt kick. We'll see.
Another shoulder block. RKO! On the shoulder. He just dove out like a dolphin and ate an RKO.
I was trying to think of how I could make a dolphin noise, and my brain couldn't make it happen.
Nope, can't do it.
Flipper.
Jacob Fatu should come out and destroy both of them. Not today, Scotty. Not today.
No, this is a moment. You let this moment drink it in. This is going to be video packages for a while. You let this moment, this be a highlight reel.
Oh, yeah.
Randy's waiting. Oh, he's going to fire up for another one. Oh, he goes going for the punt. Yeah, I called the goddamn spot and misses the punt into an AA. 1, 2,
two. And got people awake. He missed the punt. Thought that was it.
Wide right. Fucking a term hated by most Bills fans there.
Right. That's 2 big RKOs, though, and 2 AAs.
Yeah, well, this is it a thing that their finishers don't mean that much, that they can kind of just hit them like it's more of like hitting a Hadouken than a fatality?
Yeah, I just think the status of them, too, of like, you gotta land the perfect finisher on the button.
Yeah, I gotta hit 3 crossroads before you go down.
Yeah, right. The final boss kind of vibe, right? Maybe I shouldn't have thrown that out there.
Well, what happened to John's side here? Because he got a laceration there.
Yeah. Oh, John Cena with the faces. Oh, no. How do you kick John Cena? Ref
down. Don't you fucking do Travis Scott. I swear to shit.
Goldberg.
No. There's a sign. We are awful people. Hey.
Ref down. Drink it in, man.
Ugh. Absolutely.
Punt.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Right. I want to see John Cena try and kick a ball now. That looked awkward as fuck.
Well, what's he shitting now for?
Oh. This is already better than the Mania match. Q. He's gone to get his belt. Q Travis Scott.
No.
Cody Rhodes.
has John gotten to the point of, I know it's the heel thing, but to where he needs the gimmicks, he needs the distractions, it needs to be drawn out of he can't.
Oh, RKO!
There's still all the rest crawling back now, just so happen to be 1, 2. Kick out.
Down. Michael Cole yelling out 4.
4.
Bring out our truth. Let's go.
Cena reeling.
Speaking of snakes, Jake the Snake was in my neck of the woods at Greektown Wrestling, doing some spots this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah. Getting in that ring.
Fair enough. I'm trying to be respectful and not make inappropriate jokes.
We're getting bullshit.
Bullshit. Oh, is he going to do a punt on the outside?
Right. Randy going for the table.
Oh. The table that will not break.
Right. Cena is trying to tell stories, Nick. He's not concerned about the work rate and stuff.
Fair, but you got to have some work so I can rate it.
Oh, ref down again.
And ref down again and ref in the steps.
Oh, can we get a doctor? Ref head first. Oh. Randy hitting the pole. Who is it, Nick? Who messes this up?
Don't you forget about me.
What are we going to do, folks? Let us know. What do you think?
Oh, John Cena's eyeing up the table. We're about to get an AA through the table.
Uh-huh. Crowd still blistering. It's a stiff table.
Well, and Wade Barrett looked like he was kind of squaring up. Maybe Bob's your uncle.
You don't matter? Is that what he just said?
I don't know. Oh, Randy's going to hit his own AA. Randy with an AA on him.
Table says, fuck you, Cena. Table didn't even budge.
Oh, John and his big fucking Hulk hands just broke the table.
Send out little Nate.
Does this mean John's going to hit an RKO?
Maybe. I don't know if he can, though. He's so stiff and robotic.
Yeah, he's like old Captain America, but still looks like young Captain America.
Green shirt guy up in that house. But again, good match, guy.
T-shirt guy. That's not regular green t-shirt guy. That's other green t-shirt guy.
Yeah, mock t-shirt guy.
Mock green t-shirt guy.
Someone check on Chad. Chad. I've been knocked out. Chad.
All right. Well, Randy now is searching for extra furniture as he's been smashing Cena's head against the table here. But what is he looking for?
Another table? I am the table, Stoner Jesus. I can see Oro Mensa at Starscream. There you go. Okay. As Starscream. Yeah. Okay.
Okie dokie.
RKO is come on, Quaker.
Oats?
Oats.
You said come on, Quaker.
Yeah, Quaker, Mr. Quakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I swear what I mean.
Macho Man having a great time.
Yeah, good to see the ghost of Macho, the ghost of Randy still there. From one Randy to another Randy.
All right. Can we get that? Oh, it's got him up.
Oh, another AA. But hey, what do you say? AA through the table.
What did Randy say? Listen, fuck that table. We're doing the table spot over here.
What's the fucking keybind to steal your opponent's finisher in the wrestling games right now. Because that's
Right.
what Randy's out here doing.
Right.
No more RKOs. I'm only hitting I'm only hitting AAs.
And he takes a big old drink of Prime.
Oh, why'd you do that? That's now you're gonna lose.
Right. Oh, he just took the loser fluid. Shit.
Yeah.
Macho's lost some weight. Yeah, I'd say. Someone say he's bony right about now.
Mm-hmm.
Now this match is now this a TLC match. It's the ref. Where's the next ref? What happened to the?
Well,
this is awesome, Chance.
But this is also relied on about the past 10, 15 minutes of this match being the ref out.
Yeah, I'm okay with it because we got table spots. Yeah, no, this is good.
Furniture.
This is awesome, Chance. Bumping out of the building right now. Oh, Randy's setting him up for the RKO. It's been a hell of a match.
RKO.
Cody,
but no ref. No ref. Oh,
there he is. Fine. That's stupid.
That's
a little stupid.
Two.
I love it, but it's a little stupid.
That man ran a fucking 2.440 time.
Right? Is that oregano? Is that oregano? That's why.
Is it? Did oregano get a haircut?
Maybe. It looks like
they plucked the leaves off of oregano.
Right. RKO is a late bloomer. Yeah. Oregano brother, let's go. No, I know Quaker. It's going to be a regular or great flavored Gatorade.
Cena's got the belt. Oregano split like Parmesan. Oh, the goddamn ref's down.
So Randy literally had you know how
Randy has had this match won 17 times, but there's never been a fucking ref. The
fans are going to be so mad when Cena gets his dub.
Here comes Aldis. No one still can. All these fucking officials. Someone count of 3.
Randy's like, what is happening? Yo, Randy going to fuck up Aldis again.
Yeah, but this ain't getting rid of the 41 allegations of Cena might be cooked.
What do you mean?
This is a bad, I don't like this ending. If we've got 17 fucking people out here right now, no one can count of 3. We've had most of this match being ref spots.
I think this has been a great match. I don't know. I think
Aldis is threatening to throw the match out.
Well, because they've knocked out 3 referees.
John has. Not Randy. RKO. RKO.
The crowd is ballistic.
RKO.
Ballistic.
RKO.
Ballistic crowd right now.
Michael Cole, Randy Orton is out of his mind.
RKO. RKO. Nick, you hate everything. Randy is a badass for RKOing everybody. Yeah. Cena, his own mouth is that his body is cooked and he can't. Yeah, I agree, kid. And we know it. We know it. This is a short time, not a long time.
Oh, setting up the punt.
The crowd has been so loud in St. Louis.
Oh, Archers! Saving Son Cena!
Hold that shit. Let's go! RKO! RKO for everybody.
Whoa!
R-Truth gets in the way.
I need a hero. Cena with the belt again. Belt shot.
Down goes Orton.
Well, who's the goddamn ref? Old ref slides in.
What the fuck?
Good God. How about you get in there? 1, 2, 3.
Finally. All right. Still, you're world champion. Let's go. That was chaos.
Interesting choices were made there.
That was absolute fucking chaos. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Let's go. Truth.
I'm so conflicted. Like, you called the goddamn R-Truth thing.
Shocked.
Him showing up and being just, he's the last beacon of hope. Nick Aldis and all that is in the middle of Randy's out there for a pin. Like, you can't bring out a referee then? Your fucking GM, this, that, and everything. No one's bringing another official.
Like, watching this match takes me back to when, like, you know, like you think back to those big moments, like Foley wins and Vince comes running down and referees get knocked down and all like this. It just felt a little old school to me. And I liked it. I mean, everybody running out being concerned about the ref while the pin's happening was a little odd, but I had a lot of fun, man.
It was on they're replaying it right now that everybody eats an RKO spot from Aldis to Shane Helms, all of that. That was a fun spot and everything. Yeah, and there was just some big continuity breakers. I get like, just bring out another fucking official. I don't even care if it has to get broken up for a third goddamn time.
Like, again, it's like, just kind of ride it. Like, we were that, well, the ref didn't, yeah, we know, but that's been happening forever. Like, I get it, but like, we want it to be like spot on. Like, the next ref's got to be there. Like, I get it.
No, that's why I'm like, I'm torn of like, it was entertaining as hell, but I find faults with it. So I'm like, how do I?
Like, I mean, as just sitting back as a wrestling fan, being entertained, look at how entertained the people in the building are tonight. The last two matches absolutely were fun. They were pro wrestling. They were to the point.
John's talking.
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, fuck. This is where you're going to get it. God damn it.
Yes, let's go. Yeah.
Suspend your belief. I get it. I wonder how much you suspended and to where it gets hung up on suspension.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, I think like if you go back and watch some of the favorite shit that we sit on this channel and talk about with such glowing reviews from the Attitude Era, from Ruthless Aggression, so much of those big moments had crazy bullshit like this. Vince running around and just chaos and nonsense. I mean,
that's fair. I'm not fully poo-pooing it. I'm more of just I don't know how I feel enough of where I want to rank it. As Cena cuts a whole promo and again, we've got the ending credits post show coming up next, but we're going home with
wrestling. He is ruining wrestling. Send us all home on a fucking boo Cena note.
There you go.
I like it. I enjoyed this one tonight, folks. The stream I enjoyed, the company I enjoyed, the actual pay-per-view. I fucking enjoyed it.
I feel like people are going to be surprised with my rating on this of how many hills I've been on. But yeah, no, I think overall it was a really fun night. I still stand by, I think tonight left a lot better than I thought it was going to be going into it. Like, it still, to me, ended overall on very much a high note.
Yeah, I would agree with that, man. I really think that, I had a lot of fun. I thought the first three matches were all business, and the last two matches were all pleasure. That's kind of how I looked at this one.
Do something strange for a little piece of change.
Right.
Just a tip, just for a minute, just to see how it feels, and we get all straight to the pleasure.
Right. No, I mean, again, I think, I actually think Backlash delivered in a big way. I think if we go back through it real quick, folks, get your rating out of 10 in. And again, thank you for being here. As Nick and I will continue for a little while. We'll see what's up here with other things that are going on. But, I mean, Cena Gunther, I thought this match did well. This match did really well, really strong. Gunther didn't look weak at any point. Pat did his best, but didn't have enough at the end of the day. But a solid, almost 12-minute match, and it was good. It's classic wrestling. The big guy picking on the little guy, and crowd was into every bit of it.
I was very sports entertained. It was very much a good, entertaining moment.
It was a wrestling match. It was a wrestling. You can't praise Dom and then go Pat can't have a match. I mean, it seems
that's
so.
Like one's a wrestler.
It seems so insane that Dom is like, oh no, Dom's just there because what he can do, and yeah, okay, exact same as Pat. Exact same thing as Pat.
Dom's a wrestler. Pat's not.
Pat's a better wrestler than Dom.
No.
Really?
No.
Come on.
No. Well, Dom and Penta was a fantastic match, I feel.
Yes, it was good.
Is that actually not saying things were matches? Was that the lowest of the evening? And that's more of just because everything else was really fucking cool. Dom versus Penta.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it was good. I mean, again, if that's your worst,
it was good, but it's just is it like, the lowest on the pecking order?
Might be. I mean, again, I thought Bird Lady and Becky tore it down. The Fatal 4-Way was fun, big spots, heavy hitting. It worked for me. Main event I really liked Pat and Gunther. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just saying the main event was very much earned and showed why it was the main event.
Yeah, I think so. And I mean, again, we know that in the main event for this, they're going to lean on story. They're going to lean on milking the crowd. They're not going in there so all the topes they can do. And at the end of the day, I think it was a really fun wrestling match.
Yeah, Cena versus Randy was a great wrestling match. Great spectacle. As we've got the post-show podium here right now.
Right. Cena doing the Mox thing better than Mox. Yeah, man. Ruining wrestling. He's still walking out the building. 9 out of 10 from Braden. 6 from Boston. First half good, second half yikes. Yeah, no, I don't agree with that. But that's okay. 8.64. The ending sucked. Yeah, I don't think so. 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. I give it a 10. Favorite part of the pay-per-view was Randy Orton living La Vida Loca. We haven't even talked about Jeff Cobb showing up. And Backlash was a highlight of the night. Fun one.
Well, that's what halfway started off the show of. You had just Jacob Fatu confused as hell of almost like some fans of who the fuck is that guy?
Right. 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10. 7 out of 10 from Bradley, 7.575 from Mr. Knee Pads. Welcome and thank you. I don't know why I said welcome. Why are you mad at the main event? 9 out of 10. Yeah, I'm not. I'm okay with it. I was very entertained. I don't know what else to say. It was fucking fun. Yeah.
What are you giving tonight? What is your rating for tonight?
8.5 for tonight.
Spot on. I'm actually there with you. I know, like I said, I had hills and everything. But again, as far as being sports entertained, that's an 8.5. Like that was a really good show. That very much was ended a lot better and followed through of like that's a show that was a lot better than what it was anticipated to be.
Yeah, I think ultimately, again, were we super excited about Becky Lyra? No, but the match was great. No extra bullshit with it. I thought, like I said, the Fatal 4-Way was fun. Jeff Cobb showing up, big pop, nice surprise to start the night. Again, I thought Randy and Cena put on a great match. You might not like the ending, but you don't throw out the fucking baby with the bathwater. At the end of the day, I think they delivered what I expected. Like that's exactly what I expected to watch tonight. Yeah, I mean, again, overbooked, sure, but that's the spectacle of what we just got. I just got like 3 messages. My phone blew up from other people outside the chat saying like, what a match, what a match, what a match. I hope they keep doing like they want like Randy Orton to stay with John Cena. Like, we don't want to. This it makes you want more.
Well, that's what this was all about. Is Lyra Becky match of the night?
Pat and Gunther.
I'll fucking fight you.
Yeah, Pat was trained by Rip Rogers, but apparently Nick doesn't care. He doesn't care that he was trained by Rip. He doesn't care that he was a football player. It's just he touched the commentary microphone. Like Mongo McMichael should never get in the ring because he
wanted to call Pat versus Gunther a match. That was not the best match of the night.
It was amazing. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time.
I'm out here saying that Becky versus Lyra was still, even if you want to call Pat versus Gunther a match, Lyra versus Becky was the match of the night.
I don't think so. It was probably maybe
no, it definitely was not Pat and Gunther.
That
was a mugging.
Pat, Gunther, then the Fatal 4-Way, then Becky, then Cena, Orton, and then the other one, whatever the other one was.
Whatever the
Rey Mysterio.
Dom.
What's up, Anthony? How you doing? Nick, even Gunther acknowledged Pat was tougher than he thought. Dun, dun, dun.
That's great. That doesn't mean he was the best.
Again, I mean, I thought he killed it. I thought it was on fire. Dude, edge of my seat. Fans, tell Nick how amazing that match was.
You were captivated. You were enthralled throughout every second of it. You couldn't wait.
I couldn't look away. I was cheering when Michael Cole got over and grabbed his foot. I almost cried.
You were weeping. Absolute cinema, pure fucking cinema. Right. Scorsese, Spielberg, eat your fucking heart out.
The cinema and the main event almost stole the show. 8 out of 10. Beautiful Bobby of Hall of Fame Stein in the crowd, and I second that. Bobby Eaton. Yeah, Bobby Eaton. I mean, again, anyone who's talked about Bobby Eaton talked about him in a really high regard. Great guy and a great talent, but we'll see. Lots of names to get in that Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he'll be 4th on the list when John Cena goes in next.
Right after Pat McAfee.
Later next year.
Right after Pat McAfee.
Are we gonna go through this press conference and what are we doing here? Because I'm gonna fucking fight you. We're gonna meet out back in the goddamn Waffle House when we're done here.
8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. The ending was a shoot. The ending was chaos. Again, it is what it is. 7 out of 10. At least Cena has the belt. At least there was no Travis Scott and there was no Goldberg. Bonus points for me.
Exactly. Is it funny that they never advertised any shit, but we're just glad that they avoided shit that they never advertised?
Right. 8 out of 10. I like it. 9.5 from Anthony. 7.5. 6.5 predictable results. I wanted something more different. Well, you're going to get predictable results. That's what happens when you have favorites and underdogs. The breaking of that is the exception, not the rule.
Fair enough, but I like this from Matt's Tubes of You. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll fall in love all over again.
Right? Pat is the GOAT. There you go. All right, I give it 8 out of 10.
Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool?
Right. That match was the same with how you normally book in what? I don't know what that means.
Oh.
What?
Huh?
I don't know. All right, Bradley, take her easy. Rematch Monday Night Raw. Fatu match was the match of the night. I'm kind of with Scott on that one. I really liked the Fatal 4-Way.
That's my number 2. I was really happy with the way that they ended, and you had the bit of chain wrestling between Lyra and Becky, and then you get it to where, and again, I was completely wrong. I thought Becky was going to win it. Lyra wins it on a super quick, super surprise roll up, and then without hesitation, Becky realizes she lost. I'm jumping you right now. I don't give a shit right now. I'm just beating the hell out of you. Yeah. And she has to get pulled off by anybody and everybody.
Right. What do you think about R-Truth coming out? I think that it was great, and I think I really want R-Truth versus John Cena at Saturday Night Main Event. And again, guys, this isn't like people are tuning in waiting to see like a 5-star Meltzer splooge fest. It's not that. That's not what you're going to get out of Cena right now. You're gonna get the theatrics. You're gonna get the story. And I mean, I think Randy and John did everything I expect them to do. The ending was a little bit messy, probably why this show's not a 9 for me or a higher. But I take a half a mark off because there was a couple things in there I didn't love, like everybody just running by and getting in. Like, why is
you're making me want to give this an 8 now? I gave it an 8.5, and you're starting to work it down into an 8 here.
There you go. You know the deal. Pat deserves a belt. Just saying. Pat versus Logan Paul at SummerSlam. Let's go.
Do you like me being here? Are you trying to get rid of me? Are you trying to kill me off here?
Right. I'm just floating it around with Randy and Joe Hendry, Cena and the Truth. A bit of a stretch, but they are buddies now, so maybe I'm down.
I fully agree with you. If you get R-Truth versus Cena at a Saturday Night Main Event, you could have that just on a Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown. It doesn't have to be a super serious match, but if you know, and it's a moment. If you know, right. as interesting as it is, normally they wait till the post-credit scene to give us the cameos and everything. We got it at the end of the match.
Yeah, and again, I mean, I think this is kind of what I thought it was all going to be. So I'm very, very pleased, very content. I see the majority of the chat's pretty content with it. But Nick, that's kind of it. Backlash gone off the air. They're going to chat about it for a while, but I'm hungry and life is short. But beyond that, I mean, we're back at it on Monday. We are back here for Raw. The fallout from Backlash, what will happen, AJ Finn, women's tag match, and more. We're going to be here for all of that all week long, and then we're heading towards a big Memorial Day weekend, plus so much more coming your way. I thought this one was fun. 8.5. I'm staying.
Yeah, well, you said life is short, and I feel like you and the chat's trying to make mine a little bit shorter out here. We're saying Pat over MJF and all of this. No. Backlash was really fun. Still fits to the mold of Outkicks. Its coverage does still really well. To me, it was a fun little go-between coming off of WrestleMania. 8 at this point. Now you've talked me down from an 8.5 to an 8.
There you go. I'm shocked that you didn't give it a 6, to be honest. So
I found that in hell to die, but I guess I got resurrected. Yeah.
Right. 8 seems very high for the things that you did not like about this show, including a non-match.
I was thoroughly sports entertained.
Right. That's what we're supposed to be. That's what's supposed to be. But it's ladies and gentlemen, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. Check out all our socials. We appreciate you blowing up the chat as always. Again, be a friend, tell a friend, share our link with everybody you know. That's the nicest thing you could do for us as we grind towards 10K here on the channel. But go Pack, go.
Our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is authentic. When you talk about wrestling, but that for life with it.
Come on back Monday, folks. We'll see you on the flip side. Have a good night.